Arvest Bank. We believe small businesses are the backbone of communities. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want you to thrive. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Reserve your seat today in the Springdale Public Schools. Come unlock your child's genius in a community that cares. 30 schools, one family. Find your seat today.
You think so? I cleaned it?
18, 19, 20, 21.
What is it about serving on the school board that makes such a huge commitment worthwhile for you both?
She's like, where are we going? And I was like, we're going to go fulfill our dream at Rollins.
I feel like none of us would be here if we weren't in Springdale schools.
Yeah. They know that I'm going to give them challenges.
I can take it and use it as an advantage in the workforce.
We got our daughter her own debit card at First Security, and here's why we love it. I can send her money anytime, anywhere. Easy parental controls, local support, no monthly fee. Plus, it gives us a great way to talk about money with hands-on experience. Get a Flex card at First Security.
Real learning happens when you feel challenged and supported. In Springdale, we don't just follow the standards, we set them. From college-bound academics to world-class athletics and performing arts to career readiness, our pathways are personalized to your child's future. We're a community that shares your values in a school that knows your name. We're small enough to know who you are and big enough to get you exactly where you want to go. Join the Springdale family.
Great job, and now, ladies, your music is on.
All right, let's give these young ladies a great big round of applause. Thank you. Great job tonight.
At Arvest Bank, we believe home ownership makes families and communities stronger. Whether it's your first home, a fixer-upper, or your forever home, we're here to help put home ownership within reach. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
In Springdale, school feels like home, because here, safe neighborhood schools mean we don't just teach class, we teach your child. Come home to Springdale schools.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Every day I walk in, people are standing there giving us high fives.
I get to own my own learning, I get to help my community, and I get to learn new technology.
As a school of innovation, it means we have lots of space to just grow and become better.
We have a bunch of safety officers that come around circling the building. All the students are hardworking. All of the students are nice. All the teachers are nice.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Arvest Bank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of communities. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want you to thrive. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Because
on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, Principal Jason Jones, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this presentation of Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Hi again, everybody. Zach Arns, voice of the Bulldogs, back for year 12 for me. Excited about the 2026 season alongside Coach Robert Johnson. Springdale Athletics Foundation football brought to you by the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Creighton Automotive, First Security Bank, Chick-fil-A of Springdale, and Tyson Foods. Coach, good to see you. It's been a good offseason for our Springdale Bulldogs. This is a team coming in with a ton of momentum off of last year's 5-7, the 5-7 deceptive, playing their best football at the end of the year. Broke a 20-year streak of winless in the playoffs. Got a win down at Cabot, hung in with Bentonville, really pushed them throughout the first half. But this is going to be a very different team. New faces all over the place. But this team, I believe, is really talented and this team has the chance to be as good or better than teams we've seen here in the last couple of years.
No doubt. Like you said, a lot of new faces, not only with the players, but new coaches as well, new scheme on the offensive side. So, that's a little different, thing that we got to get working out. Watching the benefit game or our scrimmage against Siloam, they did, I felt like, offensively exactly what they needed to do.
Let's talk about the scheme, and we're going to see a familiar face around these parts. Eric Munoz, former head coach at Heritage, returning to his alma mater. He played for Gus Malzahn on that 05 team. Brings more of a – gone is the Harding offense. It's more of a power spread.
Right.
And who better to power with than 1,000-yard rusher Wilder Larice?
Exactly. And you've got a little quarterback there that's kind of come in, and he kind of knows a little bit of the offense. Very athletic young man. And, having him manage the game along with Wilder behind him is going to be a really good asset.
Yeah, let's talk about the quarterback, a sophomore. Number 1, Logan Hart. When at the benefit game a week ago, when he took off, he had a 19-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
I literally said out loud, holy cow, that looks like Grant Allen. And that's who he reminds me of. He's elusive. He can get away. He's quick. He might be quicker than fast.
Yeah.
As if the passing comes along like Grant did, I mean, Springdale's got something here.
And here's what I like to say. See, when I was watching him play, and, of course, that was kind of my first kind of live action to see him, he just had a good awareness, and he didn't force issues. He let the game come to him, which was really good.
And it's easy to let the game come to you when you have this offensive line.
Exactly.
This offensive line averages 282 pounds. They are massive.
Yeah.
The 2 tackles, the bookend tackles, Kyler Ingham, Sebastian Torres, over 6'4", nearly 300 pounds, and they are road graders. But up the middle, this team has been revamped a little bit. Kenklin Franklin's played a lot of football. He's 285 pounds. But the bell cow on that offensive line is Judah Amram.
Yeah, and watching those guys play together is going to be fun too, especially when you've got Wilder behind them. Because for once they've got that momentum going into it after last year going down to Cabot and doing really well, and then playing much better against Bentonville in that second round versus when they played them in the season. I mean, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So
the funny part about this, the new guy, he's just 296 pounds. He's Jordan Lopez. He is like Judah, just an inch taller.
Right.
That offensive line is going to be the key to everything I think Springdale wants to do this year. On the outside, we're going to see some changes in personnel a little bit. Orion Leautu is still here.
Right.
He's going to move inside as a flex tight end, which I think may suit him a little bit better than playing on the outside.
Yeah, and with the new offense, it's kind of multiple, so you can kind of put players, and Munoz does a good job. He kind of puts them where he wants them to give us a better advantage.
Familiar names on the outside. Albert Burge caught a big touchdown against Cabot in the playoffs last year. He returns. He's looked great in preseason camp, had a couple of big catches against Siloam last week. This offense is going to be different, but I think the DNA is still they just want to run the football.
Exactly, they do. They want to power the ball in, and if they can establish that early, then it's just going to open up outside and whenever they need it.
Springdale might have one of the best front sevens in the state. They are big, they are massive in the middle, and they are agile and they're mobile.
Right.
Let's talk about the newcomers here. Bien Loland's still here.
Right.
He's going to back up Preston Holsey at 6'3", 312 pounds.
Right.
That is a big young man. And you got All-State Junior Rodriguez on one side, and the guy that they like a lot, Gavin Jones, kind of reminds you a little bit of Isaiah Nichols.
Yeah. And that's a big name. You talk about him.
Yeah, well, he wears 93 for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. And those are big shoes to fill. But, having Junior come back, Junior's kind of starting to – he kind of got into his own toward the end. Like you said, I think we played our best ball toward the end, which is great. And having him come back is definitely going to be a staple for that line up front.
For all of the turnover, and look, at the linebacker spot, you're losing 2 good ones. You're losing Shem Paul, you're losing Easton Hahn. Those are really productive players.
Right.
But Springdale has guys who played a lot of football at those positions. And then you add in a couple of new guys that allow Yandel Sanchez, Nathan Kumtak to go back out to the outside where they're more comfortable.
Yeah.
And in comes Kevin Violantis, who Coach Hobbs said has really impressed him during the preseason.
Right.
Then I got a newcomer. His name's LaRon Jackson. He'll wear number 26. That's important because that's Coach Hobbs' number. He's 6'1". He's 200 pounds. He's out of Kentucky. Had 130 tackles last year in Kentucky. He can move, and when he gets there, he's in a bad mood.
He does. He really does. And he kind of reminds you. He's that energy that Easton brought. And it's just a little bit more athletic than Easton had. And Easton, don't take anything away because heart to heart, that dude had had it there every time. But, yes, 26 does a great job. And it's good having Yandel and Kumtok outside.
Well,
like
they're back
you said,
home.
they're more comfortable.
Yeah, they're back home where they they were playing out of position at times last year. The defense is pretty much the same.
Right.
It's not going to change too much. But if they do have some areas of concern, it's going to be in the backboard. DJ Manuel out. He's out. He's going to miss tonight's game.
Right.
They're going to start Myron Batolum and Misael Valdez, two guys that have played but haven't played a ton, and they're all kind of on the smaller side, so they're going to have to really work tonight.
Well, and when you talk about those kind of things, those are things, this is probably their first live action, even though they've played some. When you start a game and you have to get out there and play a performance, and Muskogee's got some receivers that are really good and can run, and they're probably going to be tested early.
The safeties are new as well. Brody Webster has played.
Right.
He's played a lot of football for Springdale. He'll start at the strong safety spot. Fred Hudson, a basketball player, is going to start at the free safety spot. Fred, very athletic, and he'll come up and knock you.
Right.
But these are two guys that just haven't played a ton of football.
That's right. You know, and you talk about Brody. I can remember last year against Bentonville when he intercepted the ball in the end zone.
Yep.
Of course, they had called a flag and everything, but you know, he's got some good experience against some good teams, so I'm kind of excited to see what he can do.
Special teams have become kind of a thing around Springdale, and last year A.J. Woods graduates.
Right,
I mean, he was a field goal machine. I don't think Springdale's going to drop off very much.
No.
Sergio Zuniga, we were watching him during the benefit game. I was watching him here tonight. He is he's a sophomore, so we're going to have him for a couple of years.
Right.
But strong leg, accurate leg.
Right.
He can get you the 3 points once he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Sergio played for me at George, and he's a great kid, and it's fun to watch him get out there and do some things. This year, he's going to have to step up, and he's got some shoes to fill because last year, when A.J. kicked off, it's probably going to the end zone every time. And so Sergio's does a good job. Like you said, he's pretty consistent, accurate, and that'll be good for him.
Couple of guys that keep an eye on every year. When we get to the opener, there are new names, new faces.
Right.
There are going to be new stars at the end of the season. Two guys to keep an eye on, and I know you know one of them very well. Julian Jacobo, running back, dislocated his shoulder last year in the benefit game against Shiloh. Didn't play all year. He's looked really good in camp.
Really well.
And then your guy, Samaji Edwards, got a taste of it in the playoffs last year.
Right.
Bigger, stronger, faster, had a 58-yard run on the first play of the sideline scrimmage. He is a guy that if he gets in space, it's over.
Yeah. When he gets into space, and here's what he does have. He's got the quickness where from 0 to about 4 yards, he's already at his full speed right there.
Yeah,
so he's really explosive.
He's pretty impressive in the preseason. But let's talk about Coach Hobbs a little bit. I mean, we're entering year number 6 here with Coach Hobbs. Kind of got off to a rough start, but the program's really stabilized.
Right.
12-11 over the last 2 years, and they are needle up. They're trending in the right direction. It's no longer you're trying to fill spots. You got a program now, and kids from George, your program, and from Lakeside are now funneling in here, and they're stepping in and they're playing.
Right. And I think that's huge. Coach Hobbs and our job at the junior high level for myself and Coach Dugan is to make sure when they leave us, they're ready to play at the high school level. And it's really important. And I think that's what Coach Hobbs has done a good job of, is try to build that culture from down there to up to where he's at now.
This is going to be interesting. Muskogee, we don't know a ton about them. They play in the largest classification in Oklahoma. They are a 6A2 school, which I'm not exactly – I don't understand how they separate the schools, but they play in the largest classification. They were 6-6 last year, got into the quarterfinals a lot like Springdale did. They lost to Putnam by 1. It's an interesting team. They've got a quarterback that, this year, 3-time state champion at Liberty Christian in Tulsa. He's – when I ask Coach Hobbs about him, I say he's a gamer. It's not always pretty, but he gets the job done. His name's Braden McMullen. He's 5'11", he's 175. He is a unique player in their system. Now, their big play guys are outside. It's Demarion Berryman, number 11. He's a wide receiver. And then number 6, Anthony McNack, who is going to start at free safety. He's a guy that's in the Oklahoma top 100. Yeah. He's a very explosive player. He'll play some at the wide receiver spot. He'll play some at the running back spot. They are it's a traditional spread. Their coach calls it, your typical spread offense. They're going to spread you out, and they're going to try and run the ball with Anthony Height. It's it's not something that Springdale hasn't seen before, but, first game, you just got to kind of get up to speed. Yeah. This guy right here, number 57 that you see on our screen, that's JoJo Alexander. He's a top 100 kid in Oklahoma as well. It's a talented team. They're not very deep. They play a lot of guys. They played Talahena last week in their benefit game. lot of guys going both ways.
Right. Yeah, you talked about number 6. I was down on the field early, kind of watching a little special teams in pregame, and number 6 he's a pretty good-sized kid. So he's going to be kind of a force to be reckoned with back there, and we'll have to do a good job containing.
You see the referees got the captains at midfield. For Springdale, it's Wilder, Junior Rodriguez, Yandel Sanchez, and Brody Webster. Those are your captains tonight. And it's a warm night here in Northwest Arkansas, but not nearly as warm as it has been recently.
Right.
I don't think, cramping, certainly one of those things you worry about in the first 2 games of the season, and it is something that you definitely need to keep an eye on. So there's the flip of the coin, and we're not going to miss it once this year. We're going to be all over this. Looks like the call is tails. And let's see who called tails. Talking to the folks from Muskogee. And here is the call from our referee. Muskogee has won the toss. They're going to defer, so Springdale's going to get the football first, and that means Logan Hart will make his debut. Again, 6 foot, 175. But he is, if he has something he needs to, sort of improve through the non-con, it's going to be the passing. Springdale's got weapons. If he's accurate, Springdale's going to move the football because we know his legs are good.
Yeah, and I've watched him throw the ball. He can spin it pretty good, and I've seen him. He's pretty accurate. He does a good job. He throws it well on the run. So I'm excited to see him his first game. You talked about the weather tonight with Muskogee having several players going both ways, and we have an opportunity to kind of platoon people that might give us
and I was talking to Coach Hobbs about that this week, and he was kind of hoping that it was going to be a little bit hotter so that maybe you get a little bit extra here. But Muskogee comes onto the field again, 6-6 last year, made it to the quarterfinals. They won the state title just a few years ago, and here come the Dogs out of the tunnel, led there by. Looks like that's Jordan Lopez.
Yeah,
6'1", 296. He's a senior. Springdale's going to get the football first, and. Man, it's good to see you again. Glad to be back here in Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium. Football in the air. It doesn't quite feel like it yet, but we're getting there.
Right.
It's going to be fun here in 2026. Springdale coming off that 5-7 season, ended the 20-year drought in the playoffs, and this is a team that, honestly, if you talk to them, just individually, very confident football team.
Right. Yeah. And like I said, after playing Siloam in the benefit game, and kind of, like I said, they looked really sharp. They looked really crisp. The offense did what they needed to do. The defense did what they needed to do. Got a lot of young kids in the game. Got great reps with those kids. So it was, all in all, I felt really good leaving that game and watching them, on both sides of the ball.
One of the things I've always enjoyed is I always talk to Coach Hobbs the day after the benefit game, just to kind of get the impression, kind of figure out what they're thinking. He is so much calmer than he was in those first 2 years where everything was going so fast. He's got a program now, and that's the speed you want to hit. You're not always going to win 10 games. You're not always going to win 0 games.
That's right.
You're going to be somewhere in the middle. But Springdale is, I think they're a team on the rise. They've got talent. There's talent coming in the junior highs. And, like my daughter likes to say, talent attracts talent. And if you've got talented football players, there will be more talented football players that will be on this campus in the next couple of years. So here we go. Michael Acosta has it teed up. He's number 33, the kicker. Back deep for Springdale. Isaiah Zambrano, Albert Burge. He's the home run hitter. Albert to the top of your screen. Isaiah to the bottom of the screen. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. That's Coach Robert Johnson, head coach of the George Wranglers. My name is Zach Arns. We are excited to have you along in 2026 for Springdale Bulldog football. So it's going to come to Albert, go into the end zone, and we're going to get a touchback to start the season. So again, the quarterback is going to be Logan Hart, running backs for Springdale, and it will be I don't want to say a multiple running back, but we'll see 2 backs at a time. It's going to be a lot different than it was last year.
Right. And I think because of that, because of the way it's just more multiple, and that's the difference in that speed will help.
Here's your starting lineup. Outside, it'll be Orion Layout 2. Carlos Hernandez is the tight end. The other wide receiver will be James Stephen, number 17. Up front, Kyler Ingram, Jordan Lopez, Kinklin Fairway, Judah Amram, Sebastian Torres, Logan Hart's the quarterback, and of course, Wilder Larice is the running back. 3 down set for Muskogee, and here's the first play of the ball game. They're going to take it. They're going to throw it. It's Steven on the outside, caught at the 40-yard line. First down, Springdale.
Great job. Great play action. Got a bad snap out of it. Quarter made a play. Didn't panic. Did a good fake right there, and great job by the receiver catching the ball.
James Stevens' first career catch. And when I talked to Coach Hobbs after the ball game the other day, he said, we didn't run a whole lot of play action. And that is absolutely accurate. Springdale gets up to the 45-yard line, so it's a 25-yard pickup and a first down. It's the second play of the ballgame. Here's Logan Hart. Hart straight ahead to Wilder. Not much there.
Good job there by their linebacker coming up, filling the hole. Open window. He did a good job closing it. That's
Cole McQueen. He is their best defender. They're going to give Wilder 2 on his first carry of the season. And we'll bring up 2nd down and 8. And now I think you're going to see Springdale kind of get back into what they what they do, lean on that offensive line. They do like that play-action game, and Logan Hart can take off at any time. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's it's Wilder Larice. Busting tackles, 50-yard line, 40. Wilder with room. Down the sidelines, Wilder Larice going to head for the end zone. 3 plays and a Springdale touchdown.
Great job there. That was just a straight, just kind of a pin and pull 2 guards right there on the outside to the short side of the field. Larice did a great job, put his hand on that guard's back, and nothing better than a guard to be able to pull out there and lead that to the end zone.
1,011 yards last year. That one goes 53 for his first touchdown of the year. And boy, the Wildebeest, he is one of the best running backs in the state. I don't think he gets enough credit. He is hard to tackle.
Yeah, he is super hard to tackle, and he's kind of deceptive because you think, oh, he's not that fast. He can run also.
Sergio Zuniga on to try the extra point. Snaps good. Kicks on the way. It's low, but good. And with 10:58 to go here in the first quarter, Springdale leads 7-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
That's good. We got a flag. We had a guy running on the field.
No.
They may make us kick it again, or they may do it on the kickoff. I'm not sure.
Reserve your seat today in the Springdale Public Schools. Come unlock your child's genius in a community that cares. 30 schools, 1 family. Find your seat today.
Welcome back to Springdale. We had a flag on the extra point. Let's see what the call is. Looks like an illegal procedure. Coach, you spotted a guy running onto the field.
On a kicking team. Be a 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Okay, so they're going to re-kick this. They're going to send Sergio back out. Now, Sergio, just a sophomore, really strong leg.
Right.
Now, I was asking Coach Hobbs, was he a soccer player? And he said, not now.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much with the football team the rest of the way. So we'll try this again. The holder for Springdale. So again, it looks like that's not low.
Number 5.
That's Carlos Hernandez, former quarterback. So just something to keep an eye on as we go through 2026.
Good hands.
So Sergio will kick this one from the 15. This will be a 25-yard extra point. Muskogee jumps off sides, and we may get the free 5 back. We did have a tight end move. So they're going to call the offside, so they're going to kick it right back. We're going to go right. Can we just call it off?
Yeah, there you go. We'll take our points.
Yeah, we'll try this again here. Again, 10:58 to go here in the first quarter. Wilder Larice with the 53-yard touchdown run, and this is I think what Springdale wants to do.
Exactly.
Play action pass and let Wilder go. So Sergio set to kick. This one's on the way and good, and now officially with 10:58 to go here in the first quarter, Springdale's got a 7-0 lead. We'll just hold it here and talk about this. I mean, you can't dial it up any better here. Springdale goes 3 plays. They get into the end zone. Here's the touchdown run. And, when he gets out like this, people don't realize how big and how fast he is.
Yeah, you got linemen downfield blocking for him. That's awesome to be able to see those big old guys get down there and block for him. And that's great.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this offensive line is different.
Yeah.
They're a lot different than I think Springdale has had in years past.
Right.
They are big, they're physical, and maybe most importantly, they're mobile.
Yeah.
They can get up and get out on those secondary second level players. They're pretty good at doing that. So now Springdale's set to kick off. Sergio's going to tee it up at the 40. This is something they didn't do last week. Just note that. They didn't return kicks last week in their benefit game. Back deep, Anthony Height, he's the running back. He'll be to the top of the screen. And then Billy Williams, he's a wide receiver. He's to the bottom of the screen, number 2. Height is 1, Billy Williams 2. And Springdale moving around on the kickoff. And Sergio's got it teed up. So Muskogee's going to get the football first. We'll get our first look at Springdale's defense here in a second. But can't ask for much more. The start of 2026. Sergio gets into it. And he's going to send that one into the end zone, so he picks up right where A.J. left off with a touchback.
Great job. I'm still looking for somebody to give us a sponsorship for touchbacks.
We do it a lot around here. So Sergio now 100% on his kickoff.
There you go.
So out of the huddle for Muskogee on offense, Anthony Heicht will be the running back. He's number 1. Braden McMullen, we mentioned him. He's the quarterback number 3. The guy to keep an eye on is number 11, Demarion Berryman. They don't throw the ball down the field a ton. Most of it is quick screens, quick passes. They've got big wide receivers, but when they need a home run, they're going to Berryman.
Right.
Guy to keep an eye on is Anthony McNack. He is number 6. They're big up front.
Right.
Kason Cunningham, Ryan Green, Jordan Hanlon, Courtney Nash, JoJo Alexander, all over 260. Not as big as Springdale, but they are fairly sizable. The only problem is Springdale's defense is huge. Yeah. You're talking about Preston Holsey up front, 6'3", 312.
Look at 93
massive,
up there. Yeah.
Massive human beings. Junior Rodriguez, 285, and Gavin Jones, 240 up front for Springdale. So they're going to spread it out on the first play of the ball game. 1st and 10 for Muskogee. Handoff inside with room. This is Heicht. He's got space in front of him. Blade Martin trying to track him down. Does at the 25-yard line, but a big play on first down for the Ruffers.
Yeah, that's just a jet sweep right there, and they just hit the seam, and safety wasn't there. So
they're going to put her down at the 26. It's a 54-yard run for Heicht, and big plays aplenty here in the early going, and you kind of expect that in week 1.
Yeah, make a wrong step at safety, slip, outside backer.
McMullen's the quarterback, Heicht the running back. McMullen, his first attempt of the year. Floating that one, got a guy wide open, missed McNatt. Blade Martin back there on the coverage, and it's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah. Those are plays there when you see those. You got some younger guys trying to get some reps. Live action is a little bit different than trying to simulate it in the scout team.
Very much so, and honestly, the looks that they were given last week in their benefit game against Talahina when they played the tight end number 20, their heavy run, Tavon Ione. It's a heavy run set. They go play action on the first play with him in the ball game. So it'll bring up 2nd down. 26-yard line is the line of scrimmage. 2 to the top. McMullen in the shotgun. That's Williams in motion. They fake it to him. Here's McMullen straight up the middle with room. And he's going to get inside the 15-yard line. Ball came loose. And they're going to say he was down.
Yep, they're calling the backside. The side judge on that side's calling down. So
it's going to be a 12-yard pickup down to the 14-yard line. Clock runs again at 10:30. Here in the first quarter, there's a lot of big plays here in the early going.
And I think that's one of the things defense wanted to kind of eliminate, big plays.
Yeah, surprised that they're getting so many seams in the running game. Springdale felt really good about the run defense. It's just one of those things that everybody will settle down here, and we'll get back to business. McMullen in the shotgun. This is 1st and 10. This is Heicht, and he's stopped in the backfield. Junior's the first one with his hands on him. You're not getting away from Junior.
No. We saw that long ago. If he ever gets a hold of you, you're done.
Nathan Kumtak cleans it up. It's going to be a loss of about 2. That'll push the Ruffers back to the 17-yard line.
Now look for your play action, maybe a jet sweep, something like that. Get ready.
They love the crossing routes, especially the shallow crossing routes, using the umpire as a pick if you can, using McMullen's elusiveness in the backfield. One back set. It's a 4 wide receiver set. Clock running, 9:30 to go here in the first quarter. And we've got flags down. I think Springdale jumped off sides. Yandel Sanchez is going to get whistled for the first penalty of the ball game. It'll move it down to the 12-yard line. That's one of those things that you expect early on. So, in the North Little Rock Rogers game last night, Rogers had 150 yards worth of penalties. Really kind of did them in.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things you want to eliminate those early in the ball game.
Exactly. Because those are things later on cost you. It's got to be disciplined, and Yandel knows that.
2nd down, 8 upcoming. So good to be back with you. I've kind of missed you. Yeah. I haven't seen you in a long time.
It's good to be back. It's good to talk football, and
just a sign that order has come back to everybody's life. 2nd down, 8. McMullen in the shotgun. McMullen will throw. Now he'll run. There's Violantis after him. Springdale chasing him down, and there is LaRon Jackson.
Great job right there. There he is, just like you talked about.
I was talking to Coach Hobbs about it, and he made a play in the Siloam game where he did just that, where he closed that gap so fast.
You couldn't even see him.
Yeah, and you'll watch it here. You see him. He's the blur. And you see Nathan in there as well. It winds
he knocked his own player off.
You see, it winds up being a 1-yard loss back to the 13. But LaRon is going to be one of those guys that's just going to come out of the second. He's going to be that blur coming up and just knocking somebody's helmet off.
And that's good to have.
Yeah, haven't had a guy like that on that side of the ball in a long, long time that can go sideline to sideline.
Right.
3rd down and 9 upcoming. McMullen in the shotgun. It's a 3-wide receiver set. This is hiked, dragged down in the backfield by Junior Rodriguez. There's LaRon Jackson to clean him up. And Springdale, after giving up the big play on 1st down,
tightened it up in
the
zone.
Yeah, they sure did.
They got in the red zone and shut them down.
Well, now here's going to be an interesting call.
I think they'll go for it here.
The field goal unit was, to be kind, shaky last week.
They're coming out. And you got to watch for something right here on that, like you're talking about, shaky. Anytime it's like that.
So they will send out the field goal unit. 4-yard loss on that play pushes it back to 4th down and 12. McMullen's the holder, Acosta the kicker. Acosta's kick is short and no good. So Springdale, after letting Muskogee down to the 12-yard line, holds, and now they've got the football back.
Right. Great job right there by the defense. And that's one of the things you want to be able to do. A big play hit us right off the bat, but they came around, they settled down, and fought through a little adversity right there. That's a great job early in the season.
So the ball will go back out to the 20-yard line. And Springdale will get it back in great shape here. You got to have, you got to feel great if you're Springdale's defense. You give up the big play on the first play of the ball game, and then all of a sudden you're able to clamp down and get the football back.
Exactly.
So Springdale will get the football, 1st down and 10. At the 20-yard line, Logan Hart, the quarterback. Here's Wilder straight ahead. Wilder's going to give out 7, maybe 8 across the 25-yard line, and Springdale starting to get that push that they were hoping for.
Yeah, and I think as the game goes on, with as many people that you see have to kind of play on both sides of the ball, I think you're going to see that, and that's what we want to do.
So it is a pickup of 8. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2, and I think the nerves are probably gone right now. Logan hasn't attempted one of those rollouts. They want to get him on the corner so badly. You can feel it. He's had the one
and
the
he
one
wants
play.
To get out there.
Yes, he does. 2nd down and 2. Here's Wilder on the power. That's going to go nowhere, back to the 26-yard line. First in there on the defense for the Ruffers is number 99, James Hawes. He's their bell cow on defense. He's the guy that they sort of look to make those kinds of plays.
Right. Well, you can tell he's definitely a good one for them.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. Guy to keep an eye on in this situation, number 9, who's switched numbers on me about 5 times this preseason, Orion Leautu. Next time I see him, I'm going to yell at him. He keeps changing his number on me. This is going to bring up 3rd down and 4. Logan Hart in the shotgun. Logan, he's going to keep it. Across the 30, 1st down yardage, 35-40. Logan Hart to the 45-yard line, 1st down.
Great job. And here's the thing, people don't really – his speed is really good. He's good at with awareness on the field, but his speed, you can see here, makes a little quick move right there.
You know who that looks like?
That's a good job.
You know who that looks like? Carson.
I'd like to see with ball security. We got to make sure ball security is always there too.
He's a sophomore, and coach said, you know what, he's going to make a mistake here or there.
Yeah.
You got to live with it because he's going to make more plays with his legs that make you go wow than the ones where you go, oh no. 1st and 10 for Springdale. 5:40 to go first quarter. Logan with the throw, pass complete. It's Carlos Hernandez to the 49-yard line into rougher territory.
Great little RPO right there, and that's where the quarterback's reading that flat player out on the outside. As soon as he reads that guy, if he's open, he's going to pull and throw it really quick.
He doesn't look nervous.
Right.
That's one of the things that you kind of hope for out of your sophomore quarterback.
Right.
So the ball's going to be placed at the 49. We got a timeout here. Looks like maybe an equipment issue.
I think it was his jersey had gotten pulled up on his shoulder pads.
Gotcha.
They were just pulling it off.
Gotcha. So Carlos makes his first catch of the year, the 49-yard line of Muskogee, and it's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's good for Carlos, too.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's a guy they're going to count on a lot this year. It's Albert Burge in motion. Wilder straight into the middle of that to the rougher defense. Nothing there.
Right. There's your guy again.
Cole McQueen's in there. James Hawes in there. Those are their 2 best players defensively. I was talking to Coach Hobbs about them. And he's like, we got to figure out something to do with them.
Right.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 6. Ball's going to be at the 49. Winds up being a 2-yard loss, and I don't know how risky they want to get here, but Coach was really talking about the play-action game. Thinks they've got there are chances this week.
Right. Probably see a little motion probably right here just to kind of get some eye candy going. Maybe a sprint out. There's
Albert right there. And they snap it and it hits him in the hip. I think Muskogee's got the football at the 48-yard line. That's just a mistake.
And those are things early in the season, like you said, those are things sometimes unfortunately happen that we'll have to get cleaned up.
So Muskogee's going to get the football at the 48-yard line. And the Springdale defense will head back out. Just one of those things, it's just one of those things you see in the first game.
And that's the quarterback just trying to get the timing right for that receiver to get across the field, and not exactly sure what that play was on that one, but if he's wanting if Munoz is wanting him to get across, or is he wanting him to snap it and fake it here?
You take a look at it. Hit him right in the hip.
Just right in the hip, boy. I tell you what, you could probably run that 10 times. You couldn't hit him in the hip.
Probably not, no. So McMullen will bring the Muskogee offense out. They got down to the 12-yard line. Springdale sent them backwards after that. Now starting in Springdale territory. This will be 1st and 10. Height is the running back. Now they're going to try a little reverse here. This is Billy Williams around the corner. He's got the 40-yard line. Still going. Tackled there by Yandel Sanchez at the 37-yard line. It's going to be a first down for Muskogee.
Yeah, we had people in position right there. We just got kind of turned around a little bit, and they got their hands on us. And once they did that, they kind of pushed us where they needed to.
So it'll bring up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That was an 11-yard gain. They don't throw the ball down the field. They're going to take shots, but they don't throw the ball down the field a ton. What you're going to see is a lot of screens. You're going to see a lot of crossing routes, and then you're going to see a lot of that, the reverses and the fly sweeps. This is Hike straight ahead. I think that's Bien who got him first. Junior got him first. The 30. They're going to give him the 33.
You made the comment earlier. It's amazing. If he gets his hands on somebody,
you're done.
It's like it's a stop.
Yeah, he is.
It is amazing.
You don't go very far after Junior gets his hands on you. They're going to put it at the 38. So it'll be the 33. It's going to be second down. We'll call it 6. My math is right. Andy Valier has checked in for Junior Rodriguez. He's number 97. He's at the bottom of your screen on the defensive line. This is Demarion Berryman. And he's going to get a first down, and we've got a flag down. We'll see what that is.
That, from the umpire's position, is usually a hold.
So let's see what happens here. They're going to talk about it. That was Demarion Berryman. He had a couple of big plays last week against Tallahena, mostly in the screen game. They like to get him the football in space, and here's the call.
Holding on the offense, number 55. Be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Second down.
The center, Jordan Hanlon, going to be called for the hold. They'll put it back at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that, like I said, usually, and it looked like we kind of had him wrapped up there for a second. He just kind of squeezed through that little crease.
He does that.
And he just needs a crease.
So it's going to be second down, 14, 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale up 7-0, 53-yard touchdown run by Wilderl Reese. And now Muskogee with their second possession at the 41 of Springdale. McMullen in the shotgun. And we've got a flag down. Looks like a false start. That'll back the Roughers up just a little further.
False start on the offense, number 57. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Good. Juniors get back in. Got him a little breather.
Mm-hmm. Bien Lolan, Junior Rodriguez, Gavin Jones. That's the defensive line right now. Got to keep an eye on in that secondary right now. It's LaRon Jackson. He's playing that dog position. He moves around.
Right.
But, boy, he finds the football. Made a big play on the Roughers' last drive. So here we go. Second down and 19. The line to make is the 27. This is McMullen. Trying to get a little quarterback draw. Got some room. 40-yard line. Going to get inside the 40. It's going to bring up third down.
Yeah. And that's what they're just trying to get some positive yards out of that there. They send the little wheel route there by the motion just to kind of get some eye candy. Quarterback's really good. Tough little runner right there. Good manager of the offense in the game here for them.
Corey Hutton has checked in at the running back spot, 5'11", 190. He's their bigger back.
Right.
Height is about 170. He's the guy that kind of gives them a little bit of a little bit of physicality. Jakari Ashley's a guy we'll probably see later. But this is going to be third down. We'll call it 13. Again, the line to make the 27. McMullen in the shotgun. Got Hutton alongside. That's Berryman in motion. They'll fake it to him. Pass right down the middle of the field, looking for Billy Williams. Incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, that's one of those plays where in the secondary it's third and long. Don't let anybody get behind you, you know. And he kind of split the crease there. And I know Coach Chick well enough, and Coach Carter. They'll get that corrected a little bit. You know,
have something
and
to
you
say
got some
about
young
that.
guys. So
Linwood Wade the fourth is going to come in to punt. Albert Burge will drop back for Springdale. Springdale in a punt safe. Fred Hudson going to come off the field. Wade with a knuckleball. It's going to hit at the 10 and roll into the end zone for a touchback. And Springdale's defense 2 for 2 and stops. They've done a nice job.
That's a great job. You know, you talked about the back end kind of being some places we got to kind of get some help from. And, you know, being able to do what we're doing is giving them that confidence they need.
1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale up by 7. This will be their third possession. So far, Springdale with 108 yards on 9 plays. They've run it pretty well. 7 carries for 77 yards. The pass yards 31 so far for Logan Hart. The one turnover here, which you're going to see early in the season. As Springdale comes out, Julian Jacobo has checked in at the running back spot. They'll go 3 wide near side. Orion Leautu is the inline tight end to the top of the screen. That's Albert Burge. He'll go to the right of Logan Hart. Here comes Jacobo's first carry. No, they're going to throw it. That's Carlos Hernandez, 35-yard line. Well done there, Logan Hart. Faked me out.
Yeah.
Logan
That's
Hart.
RPO. Yeah. And Munoz, he told us that those were going to come. He was pretty vanilla in the benefit game, and you can see us kind of opening up a little bit more here.
Logan took a shot there after the ball was delivered. He completely faked me out. And it winds up being a 23-yard pickup. And now we've got chaos in the backfield. I don't know what that was. Let's see what we got here. False start against Springdale. Yeah, Springdale may have caught a break there.
5-yard penalty, first down.
So they'll put it back at the 38-yard line. That was interesting.
I think they were kind of shift. They were trying to move, and I'm not sure if the center kind of snapped and the nose went at the same time. So,
one thing to keep an eye on here, they're Muskogee's nose guard is number 10 Anthony Harris. He weighs about 215 pounds, going up against Kinklin Fairway at 285. He's ultra quick.
Yes, he is.
But over time, if
if
Springdale get their hands on him, they feel like they can move him. Here's Hart, fires far side, pass dropped there by Albert Burge at the 35. It's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, Albert knew that when it hit the ground.
Now, that's a play they had some success with against Siloam last week, just flipping it out to Albert. But you feel like there's going to be that time where Logan's going to pump it and Orion's going to take off.
And it will. It will. And like Logan, it's his first game here too.
Absolutely.
So, the ball's a little bit low right there. Albert's trying to make a play and catch it, and just got to capitalize on it.
Second down 15 upcoming. Ball's back at the 38-yard line. Julian Jacobo is the running back. Logan Hart the quarterback. That's Carlos Hernandez in motion. Muskogee shows blitz, and they're going to blitz about 80% of the time. Here's Logan. He fires long. He's got Albert wide open. 30-yard line. Albert Burge. 20, 10. Touchdown, Springdale. Logan Hart to Albert Burge and the Dogs with another big play.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something, you just mentioned at some point they're going to slip in behind them, and that's exactly what happened.
Good look at it. What a play by Logan. Took a shot there.
Yeah.
Delivered the ball to Albert at the 30-yard line, and then you see the speed from Albert Burge. Guy in a dead sprint. Albert's going to beat him to the end zone. Albert with his second career touchdown on the receiving end, and the Dogs are up 13-0.
Yeah. Great job there.
Coach Hobbs felt like this offense had some explosiveness in the pass game. They didn't show any of it last week.
Right.
So Sergio Zuniga on to try the extra point. Sergio's kick's on the way. And no good, so he'll miss the extra point. And with 36 seconds to go in the first quarter, Springdale leads 13-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
If I have two halves, I have a whole.
You think I cleaned it?
18, 19, 20, 21.
What is it about serving on the school board that makes such a huge commitment worthwhile for you both?
She's like, where are we going? And I was like, we're going to go fulfill our dream at Rollins.
I feel like none of us would be here if we weren't in Springdale schools.
Yeah. They know that I'm going to give them challenges.
I can take it and use it as an advantage in the workforce.
13-0 Springdale, 36 seconds to go. Lots going on around the stadium. Good crowd here tonight. Right. Beautiful night. Northwest Arkansas is starting to cool down a little bit. And Springdale is red hot coming out in the first quarter.
Yeah, and like I said, we talked to a little bit about Zuniga being a sophomore coming out kicking. He got a little pressure off the edge, and when he did, he kind of pulled it a little bit, and that'll be something that he'll get corrected.
So he's got it teed up. Sergio has it teed up at the 40 back, deep for Muskogee, hiked, and now Demarion Berryman, he's near side, so Sergio going to get into this one. This is going to be a shorter kick. Hiked into Demarion Berryman, run into each other. They'll pick it up at the 2. And there's, LaRon Jackson. I don't know. He got him by the jersey. That was clean.
Did you see the white hat? Because he almost reached for his flag. Here it is right here. Let's look and see. No, he didn't. It looks like he grabbed his shirt.
When LaRon gets comfortable,
guess what number?
26. Well, there's a reason he's wearing 26, according to Coach Hobbs. I told people all offseason, like, well, how's Springdale's going to do? I'm like, Springdale could be a problem. I'm not saying you're going to go 10-0. I'm not saying you're going to go 0-10. But Springdale has the potential.
Looks like we got a flag. He just threw a late flag.
Sideline
warning for Muskogee coaches.
But Springdale's got enough talent to be a problem,
well,
like a real problem.
Yeah, and here's what I liked about it. If you've seen the offense, just in the 4 series we've had the ball, 3, there's been different people touching the ball. Mm-hmm. It's not the same person. And so by doing that, they can't just key on Wilder. And that's going to help him.
That's going to help Wilder a ton. And eventually you can always go back to your DNA, which is we're going to run the football behind this massive offensive line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Muskogee. They're going to take the football at the 12-yard line. 29 seconds to go here in the quarter. And it looks like we've got a change at quarterback. DJ Hill has checked in. Hill's going to hand to Height, trying to get to the outside. He's got room, 15-yard line, 20. There's LaRon Jackson with the tackle.
Yep.
And I think he's going to get first down yardage.
I'll tell you what I like about him is he brings a punch with his hits. I mean, it's not just I'm going to tackle you. There's power with it.
Coach Hobbs was telling me he's just got a smile on his face every time he hits somebody, and that's the kind of guy you want at that second level.
No doubt. I mean, he's your just great defensive player.
Height gets 11 on that carry. It's enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 23. Clock with 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So our score after 1 quarter of play, Springdale 13, Muskogee nothing. Coach and I'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
We got our daughter her own debit card at First Security, and here's why we love it. I can send her money anytime, anywhere. Easy parental controls, local support, no monthly fee. Plus, it gives us a great way to talk about money with hands-on experience. Get a Flex card at First Security.
Real learning happens when you feel challenged and supported. In Springdale, we don't just follow the standards, we set them. From college-bound academics to world-class athletics and performing arts to career readiness, our pathways are personalized to your child's future. We're a community that shares your values in a school that knows your name. We're small enough to know who you are and big enough to get you exactly where you want to go. Join the Springdale family.
Welcome back to Springdale. We start the second quarter. Coach we were checking the sidelines here. Looks like there's an injury to McMullen, the starting quarterback. That has brought DJ Hill 6 foot 175. He is a senior, and he is going to get some reps here in the opener for Muskogee. So as we start the second quarter, it's 1st down and 10, 13-0 Dogs. Height the running back. DJ Hill now in at quarterback. Springdale shows blitz. They're going to hand it to Height. Straight ahead, Junior Rodriguez has him. Laurent Jackson's there. A couple other dogs there as well. Fred Hudson in there. He's going to get out to the 29. It'll be about a 6-yard carry. And now, Coach, you've been in these spots here. If you're Muskogee, you're starting quarterbacks out. I mean, you're going to lean very heavily on that offense.
Yeah, and I was just saying they're going to probably get back to kind of what they traditionally try to do right here because the quarterback's out. You got a quarterback that's just trying to manage the game.
6-yard pickup out to the 29. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Three wide receiver set, 2 come near side. Springdale going to show press coverage. And this is, I believe that was Corey Hutton, nowhere to go, and Springdale had that one diagnosed from the beginning.
I think this is what you're going to see because, with that quarterback, now he's coming off. It looks like he maybe, he's just coming over to get the play.
He did not play last week in the game against Tallahena.
Yeah.
They did not. McMullen went the entire way.
Yeah.
I watched every snap of that scrimmage. By the way, if you ever get a chance to watch that, I mean, it looked like it was taken during an earthquake. Never shoot your game films on the shoulder, just a please. So now 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Hill's in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right. They're going to try Hutton. Hutton, nowhere to go.
That's a great job by Kumtak right there. He brought the edge and sealed it, and then Big Junior got a hold of him, and, of course, we know what happens then.
We're calling Junior's name a lot. It's going to be a 1-yard loss for Hutton back to the 27. And now if you're Muskogee, without your starting quarterback, your game plan changes significantly. Yeah. It also changes significantly for Springdale, where you can play more downhill.
Exactly.
Linwood Wade back to kick. Albert Burge will drop deep for Springdale.
And I think what you're talking about, you'll see the defense kind of pin their ears back a little bit.
Wade gets his kick away. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at the 46 and take a Muskogee roll inside the 35. And they'll down it at about the 32-yard line. So A-plus Springdale defensively so far.
Yeah, definitely so. Great job there. And, the special teams, you're trying, first game, you want to make sure you do things there and there. You can see Albert Bird directing traffic, telling them, hey, get away, Peter, get away from it.
As crazy as, Albert hasn't played a ton of football. He's a junior.
Right.
But, experience.
Yeah.
Experienced guy, okay, get away from 41-yard punt by Linwood Wade. 9:57 to go here in the second quarter. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Bulldog football brought to you by Crane Automotive, First Security Bank, Chick-fil-A of Springdale, and Tyson Foods. Glad to have them along this year. This will be Springdale's 4th drive of the ball game. 2 touchdowns and a turnover so far. Now we'll get a bunch set.
May see a big play right here.
Logan Hart in the shotgun. That's Albert Burge in motion. That one not going anywhere. It's Julian Jacobo's first carry of the year. It's going to be a couple yards on the loss.
Yeah, they had that one eyed out from the beginning.
So Julian, he will go backwards to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, number 10 Harris for them. He's a good hand there at nose. He does a good job.
He is really, really quick.
Yeah.
Undersized, but really, really quick. Second down, 14. Line to makes the 43. There's Burge in motion again. They'll send him in an orbit motion. Now Logan to throw. That ball nearly intercepted.
Man.
He'd put a little bit more air under that.
Yeah. I think, he's trying to get the ball a little bit over to Orion right there. If he gets the ball up a little bit for Orion's height, I think that's probably a great play.
Logan Hart, 4 out of 6, 116 yards and a touchdown here in the first half. This is going to be a little bit different. 3rd down, 14 to go for the Dogs. Springdale tonight on 3rd downs, 1 out of 2.
Yep. This will be a good play here. I think you'll probably see some type of screen. See if they can play it.
It's Carlos Hernandez in motion. He comes near side. Logan Hart in the shotgun. Hart will throw. There's the screen to Jacobo. Couldn't lock it down. That's a play they had a big play on last week against Siloam. Pass falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, well, those are plays. Quarterback put it right there. Jacobo's got to catch it, and he knows that. It's a play that we'll get corrected. We're going to have that later on and just come back and do it again.
Sergio Zuniga will come in to punt. He had a punt last week that hit exactly in between the hash marks and turned dead right.
Yes,
and rolled out at the 1-yard line. Coach was telling me, we didn't know how he could punt. And the first one he launched last week was 50 yards and took a right turn, went out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So this one, he'll set up at about the 14-yard line. Jay Edmond is the snapper. Back deep for Muskogee is number 2, Billy Williams. Snap is good. Sergio gets the kick away, and he shanked it.
Yep.
This one's going to hit at the 40, take a Muskogee roll to the 39, and for the second time tonight, Muskogee's going to get the football with great field position.
Yeah, that's going to be great field position there, and that's something that we'll work on there at punters. Sergio's going to get a chance to get some work on that, and the pressure really wasn't there. He's just got to relax and get a good kickoff.
So they put it at the 40. Winds up being an 11-yard kick. And now Muskogee with the football in good field position. Again, their second drive that starts inside Springdale territory. We'll see who comes out at quarterback. It's going to be Hill again. So the concern on the Muskogee sideline is the injury to McMullen.
Right.
This will be 1st and 10. Hill, pass complete to Berryman, and he's got room, and he's going to score. 40-yard touchdown from DJ Hill to Marion Berryman, and Muskogee's right back in the ballgame.
Yeah, and that's the guy you talked about, is kind of their go-to guy on offense was Berryman, and he's kind of done it running the ball and receiving.
So DJ Hill throws his first touchdown pass of the year with 8:54 to go here in the first half. It's 7-point ball game.
That was a really good throw.
Yeah, they outnumbered Springdale, and Cody came down just a little hot, and a guy like that, to Marion Berryman, can get away from him. And now we see the swinging gate. This is they didn't show any of this obviously last week, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Muskogee.
First
8:54 to go in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
At Arvest Bank, we believe home ownership makes families and communities stronger. Whether it's your first home, a fixer-upper, or your forever home, we're here to help put home ownership within reach. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Welcome back to Springdale as we're getting ready for the extra point here. A lot of confusion when they came out in the swinging gate. We'll see what, looks like they're going to go back to the normal field goal position. Acosta on to try the extra point.
Yeah, their coach wasn't very happy about the lineup for their swinging gate. Somebody on their side didn't do what they were supposed to.
So Michael Acosta on to try the extra point. Snap's good, kicks on the way, and it's good. So with 8:54 to go here in the first half, Springdale leads 13-7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
So welcome back to Springdale. 8:53 to go here in the first half. Springdale by 6. Kind of a change of momentum play there for Muskogee, but
momentum change.
This is one of those situations. Wilder hasn't played in a couple of series. I feel like he's going to come back in, and we're going to see the Springdale offense sort of reignite. Back deep for the Dogs, Isaiah Zambrano and Albert Burge. Acosta late onto the field, and he will take the football now. And this is going to be this is a key drive here. I think if Springdale can grind this one out a little bit, I think they can probably reestablish control of the game. But like you just said during the break, and the one thing you don't want to do is give a team on their second quarterback life.
Correct. You gotta come out and establish, and I think that's what you're going to see. And you mentioned that get back to what we do, and I think you're going to see that. I think Munoz kind of wanted to see what some things they could get with. Now I think you're going to see them settle back. We'll be okay.
Michael Acosta with it teed up. Zambrano and Burge both at the 10-yard line. Whistle blows, and we're good to go. Here comes Acosta towards the football. This one's going to be a little knuckleball, going to be caught at the 25-yard line. Football's loose, and Muskogee's got the football. So Muskogee with their second turnover, received turnover, and Springdale just kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
As you can see here.
LeBron just couldn't secure the football. Got it
Ball security, and that's, you talk about high and tight, and I know they've been, been talking about that. And you can see the ball get out a little space right there, and Joseph's going to get that corrected. He's a great kid, great player, so he'll be fine. Young player getting some action.
So Muskogee will get the football with good field position. They'll take over at the 33.
I think last time they started at the 40. Is that correct?
They did. Yeah. This will be the third drive here in the first half for Muskogee that has started inside Springdale territory. So Hill, the quarterback, Hike, the running back. 1st and 10. Snap is a little low. Here's Hill, and he's going to throw that one right at the feet of Kevin Violantis, and they're going to get him for grounding. And that's inexperience. As your quarterback, you get pressure in your face, and who else? I mean, it's Junior Rodriguez. When Junior's chasing you.
Kind of give him claws. When he gets the claws on, it's over.
Yeah, it is. He has had he's had a real effect on the ball game. Now let's see. Let's make sure we get the grounding call. They threw it right at the feet of Kevin Violantis.
Right.
So
let's see what we got here.
Sure enough, it'll be
quarterback from Muskogee. 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Lost it down.
They lost it down. So
take it down.
It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I think their coach is asking, say, look, he's throwing it at the feet of the receiver.
He threw it at the feet of Kevin Violantis. That's who he threw it to.
I thought him throw the number I saw him throw it at was 76.
Yeah, that sounds about no, definitely not. So it is going to be 2nd down at 15. Ball will be placed back.
It over yet. Yeah.
Oh, they gave him a 15-yard penalty.
Wow.
He said it was a 5.
Yep.
This is Hite trying to get to the outside. He's got a little room, 45-yard line, spins inside 40, still going. He's going to get down close to the 30-yard line and make this very manageable for a 3rd down.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Muskogee did a great job right there just being physical on that play. They did a great job blocking, and the running back did a great job just following where he was blocked.
It's an 18-yard pickup for Hite. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 7. Line that makes the 23-yard line. Hite here in the first half, 7 carries, 85 yards. And it makes this 3rd down very, very manageable. I mentioned the kicking game shaky for Muskogee. So, if they get halfway home, I think they're probably pretty comfortable going for it on 4th down. Hill in the shotgun. He'll hand to Hite, and he's going to fall down back at the 33.
Yeah, big 93. Or is that 93?
Yeah, Gavin Jones fell on him, but that is going to be
that is a big number coming at you.
It's going to wind up being a 3-yard loss. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10, and looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for Muskogee.
Man, he's just big out there. Look at that height out there.
In talking with Coach Derek Moore, I mean, I asked him, I says, is he good to go? And he just kind of gave me the nod, like they believe this guy is going to be the next one. So 4th down and 10. DJ Hill in the shotgun, tried to draw Springdale offsides, couldn't do it. Clock running, 7:50 to go.
Right here.
Yep, there you go. So they're going to burn their 2nd timeout of the half. And with 7:45 to go here in the first half, Springdale leads 13-7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
2nd timeout.
In Springdale, school feels like home because here, safe neighborhood schools mean we don't just teach class, we teach your child. Come home to Springdale schools.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
They're going to Sorry, Coach and I were having a conversation, a strategy question. We'll continue that conversation. Welcome back to Springdale 13-7, our score. It's 4th down and 10. We were talking about, this is one of those things. So far tonight, Muskogee 0 for 4 on 3rd downs. This is their first 4th down try. Hill in the shotgun. Springdale showing blitz. Hill. Pass caught at the 20-yard line, and they're going to get into the end zone. And I talked about those crossing routes.
Yeah,
it's Anthony
exactly
McNack.
what they did.
And it's something that they did all last week against Tallahena, and they strike for 7 on 4th and 10. And that's just one of those deals. We were talking. You can't get beat. You got to stay back, come up, make the tackle, and Muskogee strikes with a chance now to take the lead here, 14-13, if they can convert on the extra point. And all that momentum Springdale had at the end of the first quarter now gone.
Exactly. That's just on 2 plays.
Acosta on to try the extra point. Snaps down and it's blocked. Springdale going to pick it up, and they're going to say the ball is dead. Fred Hudson picked it up. I believe Junior is the one that blocked it.
I think so.
So special teams rears its ugly head again, and we are tied at 13 with 7:37 to go here in the first half. Coach and I'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Every day at walk-ins, people are standing there giving us high fives.
I get to own my own learning, I get to help my community, and I get to learn new technology.
As a school of innovation, it means we have lots of space to just grow and become better.
We have a bunch of safety officers that come around circling the building. All the students are hardworking, all of the students are nice, all the teachers are nice.
13-13 our score, 7:37 to go here in the half. Muskogee converts on a 4th down and 10 and kind of gets themselves back into the ball game.
Yeah.
And now with all the momentum in wearing white and green tonight,
exactly.
This is an opportunity for them to really kind of reestablish their control of the ball game. Springdale needs a big drive here.
They need to reestablish what we're doing, exactly what they need to, and let's get back doing what we're doing on offense, and I think we'll be fine.
Burge and Zambrano back deep for the Bulldogs. Michael Acosta has it teed up. This is one of those situations you always looking for the onside kick.
Yeah.
Acosta, high end-over-end kick. Going to come to Albert Burge at the 7. Albert across the 20, 25-yard line, makes a spin, still on his feet, still going. Albert Burge going to be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Springdale start with decent field position.
Not bad. Not bad right there, and that's what you want to do. Just maintain the ball, get it out there, and let's get back doing what we're doing on the offensive side.
Springdale will take over the football at the 29-yard line. 22-yard return there by Albert Burge. And, Springdale's last big play was the Burge touchdown. Springdale has kind of sputtered offensively. Wilder Larice looks like he's going to check back in. He'd been out for a couple of series. Feel like 9 right there. Orion Leautu has got to get his hands on the football. That is a big target that Springdale really needs to exploit. So 1st and 10, ball at the 29. Logan Hart in the shotgun. Wilder Larice is the running back. Here's Wilder looking for room, 30-yard line. He's going to be tripped up just across the 30. And I'll tell you this, Muskogee is pushing everybody within 10 yards of the ball. There is nobody in the deep middle. They are not concerned at all right now about Springdale's passing game.
Right. That's the play right there Wilder scored on earlier in the first quarter right there.
So they'll put it at the 33. It's a 4-yard pickup. And you watch these safeties as we get into the count, they're creeping forward and creeping forward. Clock running, 6:52 to go here in the half. Logan Hart's in the shotgun, Wilder alongside. Now they're going to try a little reverse, and I think Springdale's going to get called for a false start.
Yeah, and that's a play that on that it looked like it was going to be a double reverse, throw back to the quarterback, and, those are plays. Now they know we can run it, and so
it'll back Springdale up. It's their second penalty of the ball game. Excuse me, their 4th penalty of the ball game. And with 6:44 to go here, Springdale now faces we'll call it 2nd down and 11 back at the 28. And that's just one of those things
got to eliminate.
Albert Burge, Orion Leautu. Carlos Hernandez split to the left of Logan Hart. Hart's going to throw. Looking for Orion, pass incomplete, too high, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. So now a 3rd down and 11 upcoming, and this is one of those situations with a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got to be quick. You're looking for a screen, something along those lines.
Yep.
This is one of those areas you certainly don't want to make a mistake and give the ball right back to Muskogee, who's got a lot of momentum right now.
Exactly. You know, this is one, too, with the young quarterback, maybe with the kind of athleticism he does have. Maybe get out on the edge, kind of roll him out a little bit and see what happens.
So 3rd down and 11. Line to make is the 39. That's Albert Burge in motion. Hart to throw. Good protection. Down the middle, pass complete. Albert Burge, first down, 45-yard line.
Good job right there. Great job by Albert catching the ball in the middle. First down.
It's going to be a 17-yard pickup. Oh, they're going to give him the 46 and make it 18 yards. And you look right here, good ground level view of this. Good catch by Albert with his hands. Takes on the contact, first down.
Good job there. Boy, I'd like to see the quarterback kind of get it at his numbers a little bit where he could catch it on the run.
So Springdale moves the chains. And now they can get back into that normal offense, which is kind of ground and pound. You see Muskogee kind of now they're backing up a little bit. At the safeties, 12 yards off the ball. There's Carlos Hernandez in motion. Hart straight ahead to Wilder. Wilder, 50-yard line, and just powering his way into rougher territory for a good pickup on first down.
And that's what you want Wilder to do right there, and that's what he wants to do. He's a guy, to me, after watching him last year, as he got going, he got stronger and stronger.
1,100 yards last year for Wilder, on his way this year. That is going to be a 6-yard pickup, and Springdale will have the football at the 48-yard line of the Roughers. Clock running, 5:28 to go here in the first half, and I know Coach really wanted to lean on this team and make them sub as much as possible. Here's Wilder. We got a flag down in the backfield. It's a big gain, but it's coming back. It's going to be a hold.
You know, and that's one of those things, too, where I think the guy probably fell down. He got him turned, and he just kind of laid on him. Man.
Wilder tonight, 7 carries, 69 yards. That was a pretty good run there, but it's going to definitely come back. And here's the call from our referee.
Holding on the offense, number 50. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay second down.
So they get Kinklin Fairway for the hold. And that's really going to push Springdale back behind the sticks. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. They'll put it back at the 42. Springdale now with 5 penalties in the ball game for 40 yards.
A little shift in action right here.
Here's Hart. And he's going to go down back at the 38. Ball's loose, and Springdale's going to turn it over again, or are they going to say that's incomplete?
I think this official on our side is calling him down.
Springdale catches a break. There's the ball hits the ground for the 3rd time here in the first half, and with 4:55, Springdale now faces a 3rd down and long. It's going to be 3rd down and 18. Line to makes the 44 of Muskogee. We're tied at 13. Clock running here, 4:35 to go in the first half. And Springdale's kind of gone to the gadget plays here in the last couple of series here. Haven't worked yet, but it's one of those things that they work on every single day in practice.
That's right. You know, you're going to kind of find out a little bit about the quarterback right here. A little adversity.
Sets up the screen. Wilder's going to go down back at the 33-yard line. And that series, which had some promise, you pick up the penalty, 2 negative plays, and now Muskogee's going to get the football back here with some time. Now they only got 1 timeout left.
Yep. You know, that's what penalties do. They're drive killers. You know, and those are things that offensively Munoz will go back and the offensive staff, and those are things that, you know, you get those kind of picked up, eliminated, and your offense, I mean, we had a great play. But, you know, that hold brought us back, and, man.
Sergio Zuniga back in punt formation. His last punt, 11 yards. Going to have to get a better one off this time around. Clock continuing to run here as we close in on halftime. The opener for the 2026 Springdale season. Snap is good. Sergio gets this one away. A better kick. Going to come to Williams at the 37. And Williams with some room, 45-yard line, and he's going to be dragged down at the 48.
Great tackle. Got a couple of flags down. It's maybe a blindside. Anytime it's kind of a punt, you kind of think blindside just because.
Yeah, it's LaRon Jackson who's down. I thought they held Nathan Kumtak.
And they may have.
So we got flags all over the place. We'll sort this out. And while we have a second, next week at Van Buren, Springdale will be on the road for the first time.
Looks like he may be cramping.
Okay, that happens.
That's a good sign.
I thought on the initial one that they were holding Nathan.
Yeah.
as he was pursuing Billy Williams, but we'll see.
Well, and I noticed he'd kind of been out of some other stuff, and maybe he is kind of getting some cramps, and that makes sense. So, yeah.
We'll as we wait,
yeah,
a long conversation happening.
Jogging off the field right now, so that's a good sign there. Little cramp out of his calf there. See what happens here on the flag. It looks like we got the flag here and a flag there. So,
yeah, they're saying to back him up. I think Coach Hobbs is just waiting for an explanation. And
you know, right now, defensively. I'm sorry.
Here's your call.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both during the kick, of holding on Muskogee, White, and we have face mask on Springdale. Those penalties will offset. We will re-kick.
Well, there you go. That was the discussion. So now Springdale's going to have to kick it again.
Yep.
Everybody's going to have to go back out and do it again.
That's right. What I was saying was, you know, in the past, our defense has kind of been the one that's we've kind of tried to struggle. But tonight, our defense has kind of held us down right now. And that's been really big for us, and we just got to get the offense back and working together again.
So Sergio will line them up again. Billy Williams back at the 35-yard line. Snap's good. Sergio gets a kick away. It's a knuckleball. Williams going to catch at the 39, and he's dragged down right there by Nathan Kumtak.
Great.
So it's a change in 9 yards.
Yep, great cover. Great cover right there.
So good special teams there by Springdale. And Muskogee will get the football here with 3:15 to go.
You know, like you said, you got one timeout for them, so, you know, time management, clock management.
It actually winds up being a change of 12 yards because they had it at the 48. They're going to put it back at the 36.
Yeah.
So that's really good special teams on the part of the Bulldogs. So DJ Hill will bring the offense out. Again, Braden McMullen went out at the end of the first quarter with an injury. Hill's come in, thrown a touchdown pass, or 2 touchdown passes, gotten Muskogee right back in the football game. Hill to throw. He's got a man streaking down the sidelines, throws it out of bounds. It's Williams. It's going to bring up second down. Long pass, incomplete.
You know, you got a guy that's coming in at quarterback, it's a senior. You know, another guy's in front of him, and the more he plays, the more confidence that kid's going to get if we allow that to happen.
So second down and 10, 3:09 to go in the half. Springdale scored the first 13 points of the game. Muskogee came back, scored 13 of their own, and we find ourselves knotted up with 3:09 to go in the half. Springdale with all of their timeouts, Muskogee with 1. Hiked is the running back. This is Hiked, and he's not going to get much, maybe a yard. It's going to bring up third down. Tonight, Muskogee is 0 for 4 on third downs.
Let's keep it that way.
Let's see what Coach Chick has dialed up here for his defense. Stay in the 3 down. It'll be junior Gavin, looks like Preston Holsey. That's Abdel Sanchez, number 12. So it'll be a 3 wide receiver set. 2 come near side. Hill with the play action. Now he's going to throw it again. Looking for Williams. He just overshot that one.
Wow.
The ball's not catchable. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah. You know, that was a situation, too. The play before, we put pressure on that quarterback when he threw it, and you could tell that time he just stepped back and just rear back, and he just slung it down there.
So Linwood Wade will come in to punt. 2:21 to go here in the half. Albert Burge will drop back deep for Springdale. Springdale back in coverage. Just a knuckleball is going to, off the side of his foot, it's going to bounce at about the 37, take a Muskogee roll, and roll out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So what looked ugly turned out to be a really good kick by Linwood Wade. Now Springdale's going to get the football back. Do have all 3 timeouts. You get risky here with the young quarterback?
You know, and if you remember, they deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball the second half.
That's right.
You know, you're middle 8 right here, and we talk about that
talk
a
about
lot
it every year. The middle eight, the last 4 minutes of the second quarter into the first 4 minutes of that third quarter. You win that section of the ballgame, you give yourself a really good chance to win the football game overall. So 1st and 10 for Springdale. Ball's at the 27. 2:08 to go here in the half. Springdale with all of their timeouts. Logan to throw. Pass complete. Oh, my goodness. Got ahead of myself. Carlos Hernandez couldn't hold on to that one.
Good. That was a good ball by the quarterback. He put it right there on the numbers, and Carlos got to catch it 2 eyes, 2 hands, and get it in there. Good job by Orion being a leader right there, telling him, hey, let's get it done.
It's a good play
job.
call. I mean, you're looking at 6 or 7 yards if he hangs on to that one. Instead, You're looking at 2nd and 10 here with 2:05. 3 seconds went off the clock.
Right.
So Logan will drop back into the shotgun. Same formation. Trips will come near side. Hart to throw. Now he steps up. Logan Hart with room, a lot of room. 40-yard line, going to run out of bounds at the 41. Now, they have gone to a spy.
Right.
They've used Cole McQueen to sort of spy Logan. Logan outran him on that one.
Yeah, he's going to outrun a lot of people.
Yes, he is. That is just one of the...
You can kind of see, and you talked about him being elusive. You can see there, he's got great awareness. Make a move, and he runs, and great job.
So Logan gets 14 on the play. It's a first down out to the 41-yard line, and you just don't want him to get happy about that because eventually the minute he starts to look like he's going to take off, here comes the defenders. He can drop it right over him. 1:58 to go here in the half. Springdale with the football at the 41. Hart's got Wilder in the backfield with him. Carlos Hernandez is your tight end. Here's Wilder. Not much there. If anything, going to mark him back at the 40-yard line, so a 1-yard loss. Clock continuing to run here. 1:45 to go in the half.
Yeah, it's almost like he was trying to, Coach Munoz is probably setting something up right here with that, and we'll see here some kind of RPO play action off of it.
They've had some big plays in the RPO game today, the play action game.
Yeah, I think you'll probably see some kind of motion right here, maybe.
Clock continuing to run. 1:25 to go. 2nd down 10. That's Burge in motion. Here's Logan now trying to get out of trouble and makes 1 man miss, makes 2 miss. Logan to the 45-yard line, 50. He's got first down yardage into rougher territory. First down, Springdale. A busted play, but he can do that off-script stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really impressive the way he does that.
Yeah, it's a great job there. One thing you don't want him to do is take extra shots.
Right.
Try to get down when you can. And
it's a 15-yard pickup into rougher territory. Clock moving now. Springdale with all of their timeouts. Clock at 55 seconds. Springdale trying to go fast. Here's Hart to throw. Pass nearly intercepted there by McQueen. Threw that one into traffic looking for Albert Burge, and the clock stops with 50 seconds.
Yeah, I think, there was a lot of contact out there, and Albert's looking for that. That's a play there with a quarterback. If you get that back, we're probably trying to look at something a little different on that play.
Springdale with 237 yards of total offense here in the first half. 129 through the air, 108 on the ground.
All right.
Good balance from Springdale so far. Trying to punch this one in, take the lead, as you mentioned. Muskogee will get the football to start the second half. 2nd down 10, Hart will throw. And he's going to go down back at the 47-yard line. Ball's loose.
Man. We got to do a good job picking up the edge player off there to help out right there.
Logan Hart slow to get up, and we're going to get a timeout Springdale with 36 seconds to go in the first half. We'll take the timeout with him. Coach and I'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Timeout for the first half.
.36 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd down facing Springdale here. The line to make is the 35-yard line. Logan Hart took a shot on that play. Looks like he isn't in the huddle. So we'll, looks like it's going to be Orion Leautu. He'll be the quarterback on this one. And now this has got to be something. This has got to be something quick and up the middle. I'm assuming Wilder's probably going to get the football. Springdale shows a power set. Lowland and Junior Rodriguez have checked in. Here's Orion, and he's going to get dragged down at the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is something where, first game, and, both quarterbacks now are out. Your backup's coming in, and your offense has got to make an adjustment.
So we've got a timeout with 13 seconds to go here in the half. We'll take the timeout with them. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Thirteen seconds to go here in the first half. Springdale with the football. It's 4th down and 9, and we've had a lot of intrigue. Logan Hart's coming back in after one play. He did take a shot on that sack, but he is back up and in the huddle for Springdale. Ryan will go back to his normal flex tight end position. And this will be a key play here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Muskogee has one timeout left. Springdale has one. And this is 4th down and 9. Springdale trying to get in range for Sergio Zuniga. Logan fires, pass, caught near side Albert Burge. No, James Stephen with the catch at the 33-yard line.
Great catch right there. And getting his feet in. Good catch. And really, it's a really good throw by Hart right there. Putting it on the sideline right over the top of that flat player.
It's a 10-yard pickup, just enough for the first down. And now Springdale with 9 seconds to go. From here, you're looking at about, 40? Yeah. You're looking at 41?
I think they'd like him inside the 25.
Yeah, I think that would be optimal. Springdale does have a timeout left. Clock is stopped with 9 seconds to go. Logan Hart in the first half so far, 7 out of 12, 139 yards, does have a touchdown. Here's Hart to throw again. Now he moves away. Logan with room, firing. Looking for Albert Burge into double coverage. Nearly came up with it. And the pass falls incomplete with 1 second to go on the clock. You can see they're spying him with multiple guys.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 1 second to go. This just feels like maybe you isolate Orion and just throw it to him.
Maybe, yeah.
See what you can do with him. They're going to call
last time out just to make sure everybody's on the same page and try to get something like what you're talking about here.
1 second to go in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
At Arvest Bank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of communities. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want you to thrive. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
1 second to go on the clock. Springdale sends the offense out. It's been a well-played game. Looks like a first game for some inexperienced players on both sides.
Right.
But we've had some good action back and forth. Springdale took a quick 13-0 lead. Muskogee's fought their way back in. Muskogee going to get the football to start the second half. So here we go. 2nd down, 10 yards to go, 1 second to go on the clock. Here's Hart. Hart going to fire it long, and he's got a man, Albert Burge, and we got a flag down.
Yeah, number 10 hit. It was clearly after the play. So we'll actually get 15 yards right here and a possible chance at a field goal right here.
It's going to put the ball at the 19. Logan is still down. And that's just one of those things. If Sergio comes in and hits the field goal, you're going to look back and say, well, that's one of those things you just can't do.
Yeah, he took a shot right there. Number 10, he threw the ball, and number 10, clearly, it was a good second after that. So that's going to be a 15-yard, and there'll be one untimed down.
Yep, so Springdale will get an opportunity here. They can send out the field goal team after they mark this one off.
And I think that's what you're going to see. They may try to throw it right here. I don't know. Kind of see what.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So that's going to put the football at the 19-yard line. Here comes Sergio Zuniga.
Yeah. That's a big play right there.
It's a huge play. And I'll be honest with you, Anthony Harris is not he's not a young player. This is a guy that transferred in.
Yeah.
This is the guy that they brought in for this reason. So the ball goes down to the 19. It will be a first down for Springdale. Sergio Zuniga going to try his first high school field goal, and we're going to get a timeout here. We'll just hold it right here and talk this through. Now, Logan's taking some shots here in the first half. You talk about, you were talking about it, you can't take those extra shots. It's game one. Springdale's got to do a much better job protecting him.
Correct.
They've also got to get the running game going.
Yeah.
They have not run the ball particularly well here in the second half. A lot of the yardage that they've gained here in the second half has been off script with Logan just kind of running around.
Right.
They got to get that offensive line back engaged and get Wilder loose.
Yeah, 100%. They got to do a much better job of that, and Logan and the offense will get back because Logan's a kid that moved into us as well, so he's trying to learn these kids, and it's kind of a gel. They got to have some chemistry.
So Sergio's going to come out to try the field goal here. They're going to put the line of scrimmage will be the 19. So we'll see where Carlos is going to set up. It looks like they're going to put it down at the 26. So this will be a 36-yard field goal. Last year with A.J. Woods, this was automatic.
Oh, yeah. Junior did go out and give Sergio the thumbs up. He said, I got you over here on this side.
Junior's giving you the thumbs up, all's good.
I noticed that. That was great. But that's good. You got an upperclassman going to a sophomore saying, hey, let's get it.
This is a big play here for Springdale.
Huge. Well, if you could have any kind of movement where you could drop down and get an extra 5 right here, that'd be good.
So they'll put the ball down at the 26, 36-yard attempt. No time on the clock. Zuniga, his first high school his first high school field goal. Sergio gets into it, and it's blocked.
Go get it. It's a field goal. We got to go.
And, they're going to call it dead. So we're going to go to halftime, boy. We've seen a lot.
Yeah, we have.
13-13 our score. Coach and I will be back to reset the first half, and then we'll talk about the second half. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Reserve your seat today in the Springdale Public Schools. Come unlock your child's genius in a community that cares. 30 schools, one family. Find your seat today.
If I have 2 halves, I have a whole.
You think I cleaned it?
18, 19, 20, 21.
What is it about serving on the school board that makes such a huge commitment worthwhile for you both?
She's like, where are we going? And I was like, we're going to go fulfill our dream at Rollins.
I feel like none of us would be here if we weren't in Springdale schools.
Yeah. They know that I'm going to give them challenges.
I can take it and use it as an advantage in the workforce.
DJ Skrillex, we be the realest team. I'm the realest. Watch out, I kill it. Watch out, we'll spit it on the mic. Feel it. Y'all can't do what I do. Just admit it. Do this, I move this, I prove it. Balls hit hard like a pound of bricks. And go up, jumps the boogie to the bang bang high. This is the kind of beat that go go rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. This the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta. Why the move out, why the act rah-rah? Me no never care, so me should be pop-pop. Be a leader, so we don't follow. Missy Elliott, that's who I are. Back it up, kiss it, I need her. Super duper fly, hee-hee-hee-ha. Party people, won't you put your hands up? It's the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It's the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta. It's the kind of beat that go rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
We got our daughter her own debit card at First Security, and here's why we love it. I can send her money anytime, anywhere. Easy parental controls, local support, no monthly fee. Plus, it gives us a great way to talk about money with hands-on experience. Get a Flex card at First Security.
Real learning happens when you feel challenged and supported. In Springdale, we don't just follow the standards, we set them. From college-bound academics to world-class athletics and performing arts to career readiness, our pathways are personalized to your child's future. We're a community that shares your values in a school that knows your name. We're small enough to know who you are and big enough to get you exactly where you want to go. Join the Springdale family.
Your music is on.
Listen to this track.
The way you move that got me out trance. DJ tell me ladies get so jammed. I'm a superstar. You gon' be the face, and I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl, drop it to the floor.
At Arvest Bank, we believe homeownership makes families and communities stronger. Whether it's your first home, a fixer-upper, or your forever home, we're here to help put homeownership within reach. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
In Springdale, school feels like home because here, safe neighborhood schools mean we don't just teach class, we teach your child. Come home to Springdale schools.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Every day I walk in, people are standing there giving us high fives.
I get to own my own learning, I get to help my community, and I get to learn new technology.
As a school of innovation, it means we have lots of space to just grow and become better.
We have a bunch of safety officers that come around circling the building. All the students are hardworking. All of the students are nice. All the teachers are nice.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Arvest Bank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of communities. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want you to thrive. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Reserve your seat today in the Springdale Public Schools. Come unlock your child's genius in a community that cares. 30 schools, one family. Find your seat today.
You think so? I cleaned it?
18, 19, 20, 21.
What is it about serving on the school board that makes such a huge commitment worthwhile for you both?
She's like, where are we going? And I was like, we're going to go fulfill our dream at Rollins.
I feel like none of us would be here if we weren't in Springdale schools.
Yeah. They know that I'm going to give them challenges.
I can take it and use it as an advantage in the workforce.
We got our daughter her own debit card at First Security, and here's why we love it. I can send her money anytime, anywhere. Easy parental controls, local support, no monthly fee. Plus, it gives us a great way to talk about money with hands-on experience. Get a Flex card at First Security.
Real learning happens when you feel challenged and supported. In Springdale, we don't just follow the standards, we set them. From college-bound academics to world-class athletics and performing arts to career readiness, our pathways are personalized to your child's future. We're a community that shares your values in a school that knows your name. We're small enough to know who you are and big enough to get you exactly where you want to go. Join the Springdale family.
At Arvest Bank, we believe home ownership makes families and communities stronger. Whether it's your first home, a fixer-upper, or your forever home, we're here to help put home ownership within reach. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
In Springdale, school feels like home, because here, safe neighborhood schools mean we don't just teach class, we teach your child. Come home to Springdale schools.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Every day I walk in, people are standing there giving us high fives.
I get to own my own learning, I get to help my community, and I get to learn new technology.
As a school of innovation, it means we have lots of space to just grow and become better.
We have a bunch of safety officers that come around circling the building. All the students are hardworking, all of the students are nice, all the teachers are nice.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
At Arvest Bank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of communities. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want you to thrive. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Reserve your seat today in the Springdale Public Schools. Come unlock your child's genius in a community that cares. 30 schools, one family. Find your seat today.
And we welcome you back to Springdale as we get set for the second half here. Muskogee has come onto the field. Springdale making their way over from the locker room. And, Coach, feels like a first game.
Yes,
a lot of nerves, a lot of mistakes. Springdale turns it over twice, a couple of penalties that were costly. But, 13-13 at the half. Now it's just time as we take a look at some of the highlights here from the first half. This was the first touchdown run by Wilder Larice. Springdale got off to a great start, three plays. He goes in for 58 yards, and all of a sudden, Springdale looks really, really good here. Then the defense. We talked about Junior Rodriguez, Nathan Kumtak's in there. The defense really played well in that first quarter, and Springdale looked like they were going to be in position here, run away with this one. Here's a touchdown from Logan Hart to Albert Burge. This got Springdale up 13-0 after a missed extra point, and then all of a sudden, Muskogee got it going a little bit. Nice catch here by Albert Burge. Muskogee scores 2 touchdowns in the second quarter, and now it's a 13-13 ball game. Both teams have kind of had their moments. Right. They've had moments where it hasn't looked so great. Now the adjustments come in at halftime, and for Springdale, you and I both believe that you got to get back to the running game.
Right. They most definitely have to do that and establish that in the run. Of course, they deferred, so they'll get the ball first. The defense will have to come out and make some good stops early on. They did it the first half. First quarter was great, like you said, and then the momentum started changing with a couple of turnovers and putting them in position. I think the 2 drives they scored on, they were inside the 40-yard line on both of those.
Springdale with 248 yards of total offense in the first half, 109 of that on the ground. For Muskogee, 181 yards on 21 plays. They've had big plays here in the first half, 108 on the ground. They 73 through the air. So I think Springdale's doing a decent job defensively. It's been the turnovers and the penalties at costly times.
Exactly, and when you go to the offensive side, the turnovers and then the penalties at just the wrong time. We got a big play out of Wilder right there and had a holding call back that backed us back up. And then you mentioned big plays. Defensively, we've got to stop the big plays from happening.
Yeah,
and that's something we got to get back to.
Springdale with 6 penalties in the first half for 55 yards. Wilder leads the team in rushing. Logan has looked good at times. Yeah. He's looked like a sophomore at other times.
Exactly,
and you sort of expect that. Muskogee is a very, very good football team, very physical football team.
Right.
We've seen now he's taken some shots. You've talked about him needing to understand you got to get down. You can't hold on to the ball forever.
That's right.
Those are things that are going to come in time. But you've seen that flash.
Exactly.
You see what he can do. But I think Springdale's DNA this year is simply going to be, we're going to take the football and we're going to run it.
Exactly.
Julian Jacobo has been a non-factor in the first half. I expect him to get going. We haven't seen Samaji Edwards. I know he's kind of been battling an injury here late in camp. But Springdale's defense, I think, is playing well. This is an important drive coming up. Muskogee's going to get the football to start the second half. And I think Springdale's defense has got to get you the 3 and out, get the football back, and sort of reestablish, the I guess the momentum they had in the first half. It's a warm night outside. It's still in the 80s. Muskogee's not a deep team. Springdale is. Springdale's much, much deeper. You hope as we get into the third quarter and into the fourth that sort of takes over. As Springdale's coming onto the field, first one out was Julian Jacobo. He's a guy that we saw against Siloam Springs. He's got a little spurt to him. He's a guy that can get you a big play.
Exactly. And he's a guy that didn't get, he was he's coming back and trying to get back into kind of the swing of stuff, and that's something we got to get established. You talked about offensively, and we talked about the plays with the quarterback with Hart. He's a guy that you're going to take some lumps, but he's going to be a guy that's going to make a play too. And we talked about early how you got to give and take with both of those, and I like the upsides a lot more.
Yeah, the 2 turnovers were lethal for Springdale in the first half. Yeah, hold on to the football. We talk about ball security. Last year, Springdale was +3 in the turnover margin over the 12 games that they played. That's their highest number since 2018. This team, ball security is a huge issue. You've got to get pressure on the quarterback. You can't let DJ Hill just sit back there. Now we'll see if he's the guy that starts the second half. They knocked the starting quarterback Braden McMullen out in the first quarter. He has not returned since then. DJ Hill's been pretty effective in the passing game.
He has been
connected on that 4th down and 10 to McNutt for the touchdown.
Right, and that's something that the defense is. When you bring another quarterback in, that's a different speed of the game too for the defense as well. So that's an adjustment that they've got to make, and Coach Chick and the defensive staff will do a good job making sure those adjustments are made. And I really feel like the first series for us on defense is going to be really good. It's going to be real important for us, especially going into the season.
DJ Hill's 2 out of 4 for 73 yards and a touchdown, but he started 2 for 2. He's now 2 for 4. So the last 2 passes, Springdale's gotten pressure on him, and he's looked a little rattled. So it's going to be an interesting second half. Springdale and Muskogee tied at 1:30 at 13. We're about ready to start the second half, and you've been in these spots before. I ask you this all the time. Like, what are you telling these kids at halftime? Because it's 13-13 football game.
Right.
This is just, hey guys, we just need to hang on to the football.
Exactly, and here's what you. For me personally, I'm telling the kids, say, look, they haven't done the stuff to us. We've done it to ourselves. Mm-hmm. And that's a positive. Even though those are negative plays, we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot at times on both sides of the ball, even on some special teams. So, clean up some things there, and we'll be back right where we need to be.
A couple of scores from around the 7A West. Last night, North Little Rock beat Rogers 35-28 in the last minute. Watch that game wire to wire. Right now, Bentonville West leads Greenwood 14-10. That's up in Centerton. Harbor down 28-0 to Broken Arrow over in Tulsa. And just got a partial score. Fayetteville's losing to Stillwater. I'm working on getting the score on that one. Okay. And working to get a score on the Bentonville game as well. But right now, 13-13 our score. Sergio Zuniga is going to send out the kick team. And I was talking to Coach Hobbs, about sort of the adjustments. He and I have this conversation every single year. We talk about personnel and all this kind of stuff. And he's very, very calm with this group. Bigger senior class this year than they had last year. Really talented team. They just got to get going.
Exactly.
And that's just one of those things. They've got advantage matchups. Just got to take advantage of them.
Exactly. And you got some guys in some key areas that do have the experience, and they're starting to show some leadership. And I think eventually you're going to see more and more of that throughout the season. That's going to pay off for us.
So Sergio Zuniga has it teed up. Back deep for the Ruffers. It's Billy Williams and Anthony Height. Height had a good first half rushing the football for the Ruffers. 9 carries, 82 yards. What wind there is blowing from right to left on your TVs. Sergio kicks right into that wind. It's going to be Height at the 6. Height, 30-yard line with room. Trying to get to the outside. Albert's going to track him down, and he's going to push him out at midfield, but a good return there by Height, and the Ruffers start with great field position.
Yeah, great field position there. Man, I tell you what, and that's something that on the special teams, you want to contain those guys like that. And again, special teams early on, those are things that you're gonna look at, and you're gonna try to put people where they can help us a little bit more. We'll get that corrected.
For the 5th time tonight, the Ruffers will start a drive in Springdale territory. They put that one down at the 49-yard line, and DJ Hill will bring his offense out. It'll be 1st and 10. Ruffers again in the first half, 181 yards total offense, 73 through the air, 108 on the ground. This will be 1st and 10. Height is the running back alongside DJ Hill. Springdale with the stem. And this is Height straight into the Springdale defense, nowhere to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, those front 3 we have up front, 93, 98, 99, man, those guys, they do a great job.
I was talking to Coach Jeff Williams, the former coach at Southside now, the associate AD here at Springdale, and he was telling me all during the offseason, Springdale's defensive line is as big as there is. And when you look at guys like Gavin Jones, BN, and Peyton and Junior, man, it's going to be hard to move those guys around.
It is.
Well, we got a flag down, so that's going to bring the ball back to the 46th. Not sure exactly what the call was.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, you look at those guys, 285, 312. And 240, but your 240s also at 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, rangy guys, and they can move, and that's something that Springdale has not had in a long, long time.
Exactly.
So that's going to be 2nd down. We'll call it 15. Muskogee shifting all over the place. Power formation. One wide receiver is Williams near side. They're going to try a toss sweep. Height trying to get to the outside. He's got the corner. He's going to get into Springdale territory, 45-yard line, close to 1st down yardage. First time they've shown that tonight.
Good job coming down. We just can't miss those guys as it comes down off the edge like that. And those are plays that's got to be sharpened up a little bit on the safety part.
They're going to put him down at the 43 line to makes the 39, so it's a 11-yard pickup. Yeah, we'll say that. It's going to be second down now, and we'll call it 3. Same formation, same motion. Hiked is the running back. That one rolls back, and Hiked is stopped by the middle of that Springdale defense. First guy there, Kevin Violantis.
Good job there.
They're going to lose 2 on that. It's going to bring up third down.
Good job there by the linebacker. Looks like we got a late call right there. I don't know. I see a flag. It looks like we've got some mouthing going back and forth, and one of us got caught. Looks like it may be on us. We'll see here.
It's one of those things you just can't do in a game like this.
Yeah, those are penalties. If it is against us, those are penalties. You can't give them free yards.
Nope, can't do it. So while we wait for the call, the ball was marked at the 45, so it would bring up a third down and 6 if it stands.
Looks like they're waving it off there.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Personal foul on the defense, number 26. The 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. It'll result in a first down.
So LaRon Jackson's going to get called for the personal foul. The ball's going to go all the way down to the 30-yard line. We thought they were waving it off. In fact, they were getting ready to march it off against Springdale.
You know, and he's a kid he plays with a lot of emotion. He plays with a lot of, what you want on a defensive player. And sometimes that's just one of those things you got to learn to control. I like the way he plays. He plays hard. Just keep it under control.
Clock running, 10:32 to go here in the third quarter. It's going to be first down Ruffers at the 30. Hill's going to be in that power set. They're going to this almost exclusively on this drive. Anthony Harris is the up back. Cole McQueen is the other up back. Hill going to throw, and he's going to go down back at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I think what you're going to get is intentional grounding right here, is what the official was looking at.
So we'll see what the call is. Yandel Sanchez didn't like the call at all, but I think like you said, I think they're going to call the grounding. That's the second time that's happened today.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to get here. We'll see.
So we'll wait for the call. Yeah, the Ruffers are backing up.
Intentional grounding on the offense. Penalty 5 yards from the spot. Lost it down. Second down.
That's a big play right there.
Yeah, it is.
And again, right now, you're second and long. We got to put up nothing big right here.
So they'll back it up to the 42-yard line. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 22. This is Hutton with room, and he's going to get down to the 28, and it's going to bring up a third down, and we'll call it 8. Right now, Muskogee's got a lot of things going, especially on the outside. They haven't been able to run much up the middle, but the outside seems to be there.
Yeah, and they've gone to that, like you said, that power formation there, and it's kind of a tendency that they're, whatever side they got those two backs on, that's kind of where they're going. And it's just a matter of our guys just picking that up and making the plays. Don't overrun it, play inside out, and make the stop.
The 14-yard pickup down to the 28. Line to make is the 20.5-yard line.
I think with their kicking game, you're looking at two-down territory here.
Hill in the shotgun, low snap. This is Hutton again. First down yardage inside the 20.
Yep.
And Muskogee's going to be at the 18-yard line after a 10-yard pickup.
That's something right now Muskogee's kind of picked up on. They've got a formation that they feel pretty confident with, and so we've got to be able to make that adjustment as well on the defensive side.
Stillwater leading Fayetteville 14-3. Shout out to my mom who's watching back in Virginia. Mom, it's past your bedtime. 9:20 to go here, third quarter. First and 10 for the Ruffers at the 18-yard line. DJ Hill in the shotgun. This is Hutton. Nowhere to go. They've had more success getting to the outside. Springdale doing a nice job between the tackles. Abdel Sanchez there with it stop for the Dogs.
You know, it's like I said, that formation is a little different. When they rotate that other guy over, for some reason it makes a change in either a blocking scheme up front. We just got to do a really good job of containing the outside. Don't give them that option to cut back underneath that.
So second down and call it 11. Ball's back at the 19. Hill in the shotgun.
Here's that power formation we talked about.
Same play. Hutton trying to get to the outside. Bounces off a tackler, and he's going to get inside the 15. Springdale just not doing a great job getting to the corner. They're chasing him from behind, and they're not getting to the corner, and that's why Hutton's finding a lot of room on the outside.
Right. Right now they're doing a little bit better job blocking, and we're getting it to the edge. And I know Coach Chick's getting that stop. Coach Moore does a great job up front with those big guys, and the outside linebackers are just got to pick that up.
5-yard pickup brings up third down and 6.5 maybe. Line to make is the 8. Call it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think you're going to see something very similar. You're going to see there's the double backs. They're going to move them over to the wide side. Looks like they're looking back. There they go. And they're going to just toss it to him.
Same play. This is Height. He's going to get close to the 10-yard line. Maybe, we'll see where they knock him down. Looks like they're going to knock him down at the 12. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Springdale defended that one very well.
Looks like they may try to bring the field goal in right here.
They're going to try. So on comes Michael Acosta, 0 for 1 so far in the ball game. Springdale has blocked an extra point. Acosta 0 for 1 from field goal range. Need a big block here. Missed kick. Springdale get the football back.
Got to be real smart right here not to jump off sides, with it being. Go.
That kick is blocked. Springdale's going to take over. Well done there by the Springdale defense. And
again, I think it was up front with Big Junior.
I think it was. There. He got you can see him coming off the field.
I think Claus got in there.
Junior's having a great night tonight.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
Springdale blocks the field goal and turns the Ruffers away again. Here's a good look at it. Good look at Junior. Sure enough.
Great job.
Boy, he is playing.
Well, for a guy of his size being able to move like that, that's a great job. Wow.
So Springdale takes over the football at the 17-yard line.
This is a momentum swing right here offensively. We need to come out and establish some offense right here and get right back where we need it, up on top.
1st and 10 for the Dogs. Hart's in the shotgun. That's Carlos Hernandez in motion. Here's Wilder with room. Wilder, 25-yard line, gets across the 25. Good play there on 1st down.
That was a good tackle, good open field tackle by number 17 for them right there, because if Wilder gets loose right there, he may take that one.
Springdale
We're going to try to tempo it a little bit.
The ball placed at the 26-yard line. Wound up being a 9-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 1. Wilder not going to go anywhere back to the 24-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2. And Springdale will be faced with a 3rd down and 3. Springdale so far on the night on 3rd downs. 3 out of 6. Last year's offense hit on about 35% on 3rd down, so the Dogs ahead of their pace from last year. This is going to be a big one. 3rd down and 3 clock running, 6:50 to go. Logan Hart directing traffic. Plenty of time on the play clock. Hart to Larice. Wilder.
Good run right there by Wilder. Following his back there. They ran a little power play, pulled the backside guard to come up and get that play side linebacker. And Wilder did a good job getting his hand on the back and just getting the 1st down.
5-yard pickup gives the Dogs a 1st down. So far on the night, Springdale has 11 1st downs so far. Now 260 yards of total offense. 139 on the ground. Last year's offense, 227 yards on the ground, but that was a run-heavy offense versus what we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
So Logan Hart, same formation. Carlos Hernandez, the tight end, 2 receivers to his left. And now we're going to get a flag down offsides on the defense.
13 on our side. He's clearly offsides, yeah. He was lined up in the neutral zone from the beginning.
Offside.
Springdale will catch a break there.
5-yard
They'll move the football out to the 34-yard line, make it 1st down and 5. And this is an important drive here. Half the quarter's almost gone.
Right.
And Springdale now has the football, has the momentum, and you're pounding your big back right at the middle of this defense.
Yeah, I think you're going to probably get same kind of action. Just try to get them moving.
Logan Hart in the shotgun. That's Albert Burge in motion.
Little power play there.
Wilder slips through the tackle, 40-yard line. Wilder with a seam, 45-yard line, first down Springdale.
17 again. I tell you what, he's done a great job getting two big open field tackles for them. He's done a good job, really good job for them.
They'll put this one down at the 46. Wilder on the night, 12 carries, 92 yards, 17 you're talking about him. That's Drayden Spencer.
Yeah, at
5'9",
170 pounds,
170.
pulling down to 225, that's pretty good.
Pretty good, especially when it's Wilder Larice.
Yeah.
He is hard to bring down. Springdale with a first down at the 46. Going with a little tempo here, Albert Burge in motion. Wilder straight ahead. Not much there, maybe a yard up to the 47.
That was 10 there. He's like I said, we've talked about him being their best defensive lineman by far.
It's Anthony Harris listed at 215. He's closer to like 210, but he's one of those guys that's really, really quick and can shoot those gaps and create problems for offensive lines. It's going to be second down. They're going to call it 2nd and 10. Julian Jacobo's checked in for Springdale. He's number 0. Jacobo 1 carry tonight, -4 yards. That was back in the second quarter. Hart in the shotgun. Hands to Jacobo. Julian, cross the 50, 45, change of pace back. Julian Jacobo picks up 12, first down Springdale.
Yep, good job right there. We kind of pounded, and he hits it right off the tackle right there. And his speed's just a little bit different, and
it's not that Wilder's quicker than he is fast. Julian's fast,
and
he can get to the corner real fast. They'll put that one down at the 43-yard line, Julian's longest run of the night. And now Springdale with the football at the 43 in rougher territory. Clock running, 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. 13-13 our score. Jacobo remains the running back. 2 wide receivers near side. There's Jacobo again.
Good job.
He's going to get 5 down to about the 30. Yeah, we'll give him 4 down to the 39. But you saw that little side step. You'll see it here.
He does a good job right there. Reading, he just kind of read his lineman like he's supposed to right there. Does a good job.
So it's going to be second down. We'll call it 6.
And with this offense, the way it's got set up, Wilder gets a chance to get a little breather, and that's going to be good.
And that's one of those things that Springdale's going to need as we go through this is Wilder can't carry the ball 30 times a game.
Right.
He can once, but I don't think you want him doing that every single week. 3:25 to go here in the quarter. Springdale with the football at the 39. It's Burge in motion. They're going to give it to Wilder, and he's going to be dragged down in the backfield. It's going to be a 2-yard loss back to the 41, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yep. And that's that same play. They like to try to get to the edge, pulling both guards right there. And it's been a pretty good play for us, but that time, the eye candy motion didn't fool them, so get ready for them to maybe come back with it next time and get a little jet sweep with Albert.
So it'll bring up a third down. We'll call it 8. Springdale has had the football for about 4 minutes here.
Yeah.
And they'll bring Orion near side along with Albert Burge. James Stephen will go to the top of the screen. Carlos Hernandez is your tight end. Wilder, the running back.
You might see an RPO right here. We hadn't seen one of those in a while.
Here's Logan. And he's going to go down back at the 46-yard line. That's the 3rd sack tonight for the Roughers. And Springdale now with a decision, going to have to kick the football. It's that guy again, number 13 for the Roughers that gets a sack, Sir Hosea.
Yeah, that's a thing too. You got a kid that's playing quarterback. He's got to have a mental clock. And all quarterbacks have to learn that. That's something you don't wake up and you're a quarterback and have it. So he'll develop that. And he's going to be a really good player for us. He's got a lot of good upsides, and offense did a good job there.
Coach Hobbs sends the punt team on. Back deep for the Roughers. It's number 2, Billy Williams. Sergio Zuniga back in punt formation. This one straight up in the air. It's going to hit at about the 26-yard line and take a rougher roll back to the 31. So The Ruffers will start with good field position again. They have really had kind of the benefit of great field position for most of the ball game.
Right.
And now they'll have another starting spot right at the 31.
Yep.
That punt just 15 yards.
That's some, we got one down. It's another cramp, looks like. And
boy, those are one of those things you can't account for it.
Right.
You lose guys to cramps. That's a tough one. So we're going to take a quick timeout. 1:36 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Welcome back to Springdale. We've got a player with a cramp. I'm efforting to get the number. Looks like it's Gavin Jones. That is down. So this quarter, has been 2 drives to this point. The Ruffers going to get it, and Muskogee going to get it for the second time here in the quarter. And Springdale offensively had a little thing going there, and then 2 bad plays, and all of a sudden you're back behind the sticks. Defensively, another stop in. You start the drive at the 49-yard line, you give up a couple yards, and the next thing Springdale's got the football back. Springdale's defense played really well tonight.
Yeah, you can see the staff down there, Coach Carter, Coach Moore, Coach Chick, giving all different groups, just some little tips right there. And they do a great job doing that, just making some tweaks here and there. So it's fun to kind of watch them see that.
Again, there's 1:36 to go here in the third quarter. BN Lowland, Preston Holsey, Junior Rodriguez, that'll be the defensive line for Springdale. Kevin Violantis has gone all the way at linebacker. Looks like Nathan Kumtak's headed out, and Yandel Sanchez as well. We haven't seen a lot of LaRon Jackson. He's back onto the field.
Yeah.
Now, he's number 26, wearing the Guardian cap.
For a reason.
Yeah.
It may be from his contact, not them contacting him.
Very true. He was a guy that went down in the first half with cramps, but they're different when he's on the field.
Yes.
He's one of those guys that can fly up out of the secondary and cause a whole bunch of problems.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Ruffers. DJ Hill back in at the quarterback spot. He's got Anthony Hiked right next to him. He's the running back. This is Hike straight ahead. He's going to get a couple up to about the 34, so we'll call it a 3-yard gain. He's closing in on 100 yards tonight.
I was going to say, he's done a really good job tonight for them. He's played well.
Anthony Hike tonight.
He got a little shiftiness about him. Does a good job finding the crease and getting in there and running.
Springdale's done a nice job on him since the first play of the ballgame when he had the 54-yard run. He's got 13 carries for 98 yards. Now, my math isn't really good, but that's 12 carries for 44 yards since.
Right.
That's pretty good. Springdale's done a nice job on him.
Right.
Second down, 7 upcoming. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 13-13 our score. DJ Hill is the quarterback since Bentley McMullen was hurt in the first quarter. Here comes Hiked, and we're going to get...
Got offside. Looks like it's on
Springdale's
us.
offsides. I think they're going to get, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's going to be Isaac Abijah.
Here it is.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
A couple of times tonight. We've seen it on both teams. Springdale,
we have.
Springdale now 10 penalties, 85 yards, starting to add up a little bit.
Yeah, and I know defensively, our coaches tell them they're to look to that official and say, am I good? I mean, they just got to learn to communicate. Those are little things that, we got to work on.
So it's going to change it to 2nd down and 2. Clock running, 35 seconds to go. DJ Hill, the quarterback, and now we've got more flags. And now we've got an offsides on the offense.
And this is one of those things, too, when it's like this and you got both sides,
5-yard penalty.
Kind of start talking, and we got to do a good job here, not getting chippy and not getting a cheap penalty.
This is where experience kind of comes in.
Correct.
We've got some guys out there that just haven't played a ton.
Correct.
And you get caught up in the emotion of the game. You can't let that happen.
And as coaches,
veteran teams don't do that.
Yeah, you're down there telling them, hey, play smart.
Right.
Play smart. Right here.
It's not exactly what my coaches used to tell me, but it's in the same genre.
Exactly.
So we're back to 2nd and 7. Clock running, 18 seconds to go. Been the weirdest drive of the night. They're back in that power set. This is Hike straight ahead. Bouncing off tacklers. He's got first down yardage. 45-yard line, going to be run out just shy of midfield with 5 seconds to go.
Here's what he does. He does a great job on first contact. I don't know that on first contact, other than Junior grabbing him, he doesn't go down.
At this point of the ball game, fatigue starts to set in. It's your first game. You start worrying about arm tackles, not necessarily carrying your rear end through the running back. Bouncing off tackles, you start to see that now in this portion of the ball game. 1st and 10, ball's at the 48-yard line. 5 seconds to go here in the quarter. This will be, hopefully, the final play of the quarter. This is Height, and he's got the corner into Springdale territory, 45-yard line inside the 45, close to first down yardage. They're going to knock him out at the 43, and that's going to be the final play of the quarter. So after 3, we're tied at 13. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation television.
We got our daughter her own debit card at First Security, and here's why we love it. I can send her money anytime, anywhere. Easy parental controls, local support, no monthly fee. Plus, it gives us a great way to talk about money with hands-on experience. Get a Flex card at First Security.
Real learning happens when you feel challenged and supported. In Springdale, we don't just follow the standards, we set them. From college-bound academics to world-class athletics and performing arts to career readiness, our pathways are personalized to your child's future. We're a community that shares your values in a school that knows your name. We're small enough to know who you are and big enough to get you exactly where you want to go. Join the Springdale family.
Welcome back to Springdale as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Looks like Yandel Sanchez is laying at the 40-yard line with cramping issues. Now, that's becoming a little bit more prevalent here for Springdale in particular. We haven't seen it a lot with Muskogee.
Right. Which is, we talked about them not having very many guys.
Right. So Springdale, when we resume, will be on defense, and they will be moving from Muskogee will have the ball moving from left to right. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 1. Muskogee has been surging here in the third quarter. They got a little bit going. Springdale is sort of dealing with not necessarily injuries, but some fatigue, some some hydration issues. They're having to play guys that maybe they didn't plan on playing.
Right.
But you're gonna, as my coaches used to say, you got to suck it up, and you got 12 minutes till the end of the football game.
Yeah, and I think what you're going to see too, I think you're going to see them go back to that power set and just try to kind of do what they do.
Yeah.
And they've been very successful doing that, especially knowing you've got certain kids in different positions that haven't been there.
Springdale really bringing some guys off the bench here. Abdel Sanchez has checked in. Devin Violantis has really played very well for Springdale tonight. He's in the middle of that defense. Nathan Kuntak is in. LaRon Jackson. That's that second level that's been so effective tonight for the Dogs. This is second down and 1. That's Berryman. They're going to hit him on the outside. Guess who? LaRon Jackson blows through, gets the ball, and they're going to say that Berryman was down. What a play by LaRon Jackson.
That was a great job getting through the hole right there. And they were very fortunate they called him down.
I'll tell you what, he is fast.
He's explosive.
He is really
like
fast.
You said, he's the blur, and it's kind of what you saw. It's like, bam, where'd he come from?
Yeah. Now, this is going to bring up third down. Tonight, on third downs, Muskogee 1 out of 7. And I've been keeping track of this. They've attempted 6 passes tonight.
Yeah.
They don't throw the football. Now, this is one of those situations where you just can't you can't fall asleep, let somebody behind you. This is going to be third down and 9.
It looks like they're going to call a timeout.
They are.
They were running guys on, so.
Timeout.
So we'll take a quick timeout. 11-18 to go in the ball game. 13-13 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation television.
At Arvest Bank, we believe home ownership makes families and communities stronger. Whether it's your first home, a fixer-upper, or your forever home, we're here to help put home ownership within reach. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
13-13 our score. It's going to be third down and 9, and Springdale's done a nice job on third downs, but now Muskogee's hit some big pass plays. You got to look for that cross if 6 comes walking out. I mean, that's one of those Where's Waldo deals. You got to tell him, you got to know where that guy is. He's their big play receiver.
Exactly, and you mentioned that at the very beginning of the game. They like those crossing routes, and they did hit on the 4th down in the first, second quarter, first half to get that.
All of their big plays in this benefit game against Talihina came off the cross, and here comes 6 coming near side. He'll be on the hash. They're going to go right back to it.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
Crane in the shotgun. He'll throw. Now we got a flag down. Yep.
Yeah.
So that should back them up 5 yards.
Yeah.
But that's the exact same play they ran for the touchdown.
And that's the thing there, when you got your backup quarterback in, they're doing a lot of motion, and he just didn't know what to do on that play.
So it's going to make it 3rd down and 13.
6 is going back out, so that's.
Now he is he's a top 100 player at Oklahoma. I don't know exactly how they do it, but I would assume it's kind of their super team.
Right.
He is a guy that they really like. He plays a lot of defense. Probably going to play defense at the college level, but you saw on the touchdown in the first half how explosive he can be.
Yeah, pretty good hand. Here you're looking at probably number 11 on your screen. They got big 2 out here. They'll probably try to single up. So
DJ Hill in the shotgun, and they're going to hand it to Height. Height trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Very nicely done by Springdale's defense.
That was a great job right there. I'm not sure. Oh, Isaac Abidjan, number 10. That was a great job.
Made up for the mistake, and now it's 4th down and 14, and Springdale's going to get the football back.
That's a great job. Closing speed on Isaac right there was a great job coming upfield to make the play, and that was something they hadn't been doing. Great job.
That's going to wind up as a 1-yard loss.
Big play right there.
Springdale going to get the football back. Linwood Wade, there we go, into kick. Back deep for the Dogs, Albert Burge. Kick from Wade. Burge going to catch it at the 22. Albert with a seam, and he's going to be met at the 28-yard line. A 5-yard return. Springdale's going to get the football.
Good job. Now they got a cramp right there.
You never had one of those? Feels like somebody put a steak knife in your calf. Those things are mean. Your leg just goes straight out. Boy, they are.
Not a whole lot.
And there's not a lot you can do.
Once it starts coming on, it's hard to get away until you get the proper hydration in your body like you need to.
It usually happens the next day, has been my experience. Yeah. That thing just balls up, and all of a sudden it's it's on you. So 10:49 to go here in the 4th quarter. Springdale with the football. Springdale with 280 yards of total offense. And I mentioned the passing numbers. Muskogee does not. They threw the ball a lot last week. They have not thrown the football at all tonight. 6 total passes, 28 rushes, just 34 total plays for the Ruffers tonight. 1st and 10 for Springdale. It's Logan Hart. This is going to be a 6-yard loss back to the 20, and that zone play has not worked all night.
No.
The Ruffers have done a nice job shutting that off, and now Springdale behind the sticks.
I think now you're starting to see I think maybe Coach Munoz is trying to just check, hey, if that's how they're going to play, then we got to either hit them with a play action or some type of RPO right here.
2nd down, 16. Wilder tonight, 15 carries, 85 yards. That's Burge in motion. Wilder's going to lose another yard back to the 19. Springdale's offensive line right now is getting beat.
I'm not so sure. I'd like to say I think we might have a face mask right there. But they didn't. There's a flag on the outside right there. I'm not sure what it is. But I thought they pulled Wilder's face mask.
Let's see what the call is. There is a discussion going on back at the 16-yard line.
Then we've got another one down with the cramp. Looks like we've got one on the sideline with the cramp. Looks like we're fixing to get a call here.
Let's see what we got here.
After the play, personal foul on the defense.
That's big.
15-yard penalty.
That's going to be automatic
Still
first
remaining.
down.
We'll take it.
Down.
Springdale going to move the chains after going backwards on the first 2 plays. It's going to push it out to the 34-yard line. The Dogs catch a break. We will absolutely take it. And now
maybe it's not automatic first down.
Carlos Hernandez going to come off the field with a cramping issue. And, the guy that we have not mentioned tonight is Orion Leautu.
Yeah.
This is a guy that they have done a nice job taking him out of the game plan for Springdale. It's a guy that can certainly go the distance every time he catches the football.
So it's not an automatic first down on that. I've corrected, but it's 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2.5, 3 right here. So this is a big play for us.
3rd down and 3. Wilder's out of the lineup. Looks like Jacobo's back in at the running back spot. LeBon is in at the tight end spot. He's number 25. And they're directing traffic. There's plenty of time on the play clock. Logan Hart sends LeBon in motion. Here's Jacobo with a seam. 40-yard line, 45. Makes a man miss. 50, 45. First down, Springdale.
Great job right there. And like I said, just a little different speed. Great job by him because actually it was kind of a power play. He saw the seam, kind of bent it back just a little bit. And with the crease, it, just ran right through it.
So they're going to put the football down at the 43 of the Roughers. And Springdale has a first down inside Muskogee territory. Clock stops momentarily, now running at 9:20 to go. 15 on the play clock, and Springdale still has not gotten the play in.
Yeah.
Play clock's under 10.
I think you're going to see a pass, play action right here.
4 seconds on the play clock, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Springdale's not going to get the play off. That play took way too long to get in.
Yeah.
Delay a game, the offense.
Those are things that they'll get corrected. As a coach, you go back and watch the film, and I know I do get a chance to kind of go reflect on just game management.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, after a play like that, you got momentum.
Right,
now all of a sudden you're 1st and 15. 8:50 to go in the ball game. Logan Hart in the shotgun. Jacobo's the running back. Here's Hart. He's not going to get much, maybe 2 on the play up to the 46. Looked like he may have hesitated a little bit on that one.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I'm not sure if he thought he was going to keep it or what it was right there.
So a 2-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 13. Clock continues to run here as we close in on the 8-minute mark.
And we've got, we see a lot of our kids kind of cramping up and stuff, but looks like Samaje's kind of coming in here.
Now this is a home run hitter.
It's one of those things too. As we practice, we have what's called wet bulb, and if we get wet bulb, it takes you inside. And this week that got wet bulb several times and had to go inside to practice.
So Samaje Edwards makes his first appearance of the year. He's number 6 in the backfield. Hard to throw. Now we got a stoppage and a timeout. Springdale. 7:55 to go in the ball game. We're going to take a timeout. Tied at 13. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back to Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium, Game 1. 2026 season. Coach Robert Johnson to my right. I'm Zach Arns. Been a typical first game.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it. It's just kind of your typical first game. You learn it a little bit. You've seen some things.
Yep.
And now Springdale trying to put a drive together that will give them the lead late in the fourth quarter. It's going to be 2nd down, 13. Samaje Edwards going to stay in the ballgame. Now he's going to check out. Jacobo coming back in. I think Logan Hart has checked out.
Yeah, I think he's cramping up.
Orion Leautu back in at the quarterback spot. Here comes Orion. Trying to find a seam, runs over a guy, and he's going to get close to the 40-yard line, bumped out of bounds there. It's going to bring up 3rd down. And without Logan Hart, this offense becomes very, very different.
Yeah. You've got several kids. You got Wilder trying to get back in over here on the sideline. He's good. You know, you've got Harts trying to get some hydration and get back in. And so
here comes Wilder.
You got several guys that are key guys in spots. We need them.
Clock running.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds on the play clock. There's Orion, same play. He's going to get maybe 4 down to the 37-yard line. And now if you're Springdale, are you thinking about it with your backup quarterback?
You know, I personally, I'm probably going for it right here.
Okay.
Just me. You know, at the where it's at with 7.5 minutes left, you know, I think this is an important drive. If you get this first down, you win the game. I think if not, hey, defense has played pretty well. So
it's going to be 4th down and 5.
Play clock's running down. We may get another timeout right here.
I think you're on to something there. They do snap it. Here comes Orion. Trying to get to the outside. Now they're going to say false start against Springdale, so that's going to back them up.
Yeah, I think you'll get a punt here for sure. You'll get a punt here for sure.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
You know, I think they're finding here when people do go out, you got to make adjustments. And we got to get this kind of cleaned up a little bit. And they will. They do a good job. They'll get it fixed up.
So the ball will go back to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. Sergio in to punt. It's been an adventure punting the football tonight. 3 punts, 18-yard average.
Yeah, we needed one to check up right here.
It's a better kick. Williams going to take it at the 10. He fumbles the football. Ball's on the ground, and he's going to fall on it at the 13-yard line. Near disaster for Muskogee.
Boy, I'll tell you what, and that's why it's so important for coverage to get down the field for that reason right there. Much better kick there by Zuniga. You know, you got him now inside the 15, where you know, to me, that's a great kick there, good special teams. And now just line up. Don't let anybody get behind you.
Another one down with a cramp.
26, yep.
And that's LaRon again.
Yep.
Like
I said, when those cramps start, it's hard to get them out during the game. It's just one of those things that.
6:50 to go in the ballgame. We're tied at 13, and you look at plays like that where the ball's just out of your fingertips, and you may go back and look at that and say, hey, that's one of those plays that could have either won or lost the game.
That's right. That's
now,
right.
Springdale's defense has just got to keep everything in front of them. Look, Muskogee has passed the football 6 times today.
Right.
You know, the law of averages says they're going to try and run the football, especially down at the 13-yard line.
They got to stop number 1. That's who they're going to give the ball to.
So Springdale sends the defense out. DJ Hill will bring the offense out. We've not seen Bentley McMullen since the first quarter, injured in the first quarter, and you saw him along kind of the bench with his parents, and now DJ Hill has a chance to engineer a game-winning drive. Certainly hope not as Springdale sends the defense out. Yandel Sanchez, Kevin Violantis back in at the linebacker spot. Nathan Kumtak in there as well. This is 1st down. Here comes Height. With a seam across the 15-yard line. He'll get a couple. We'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by Yandel coming from the backside, getting enough on him to slow him down.
We'll put him up at the 18, so it's a 5-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down and we'll call it 6. Line to make the 24. Springdale hasn't brought a lot of pressure today.
Right.
You know, they've kind of sat back, tried to read more than attack. You know, Coach Chick likes to blitz.
Well, we need something big junior right here.
3 wide receiver set, Hike the running back. Clock running, 6:10 to go. Hill, same play. Hike around the corner.
Can't miss him.
1st down yardage, 25-30. Hikes out past the 30, almost to the 35. 1st down for the Roughers.
Well, that's a play there. Safety's got to come down. You just got to break down and make the play. You can't miss them right there.
17 yards on the run. Will give the Roughers a 1st down as the clock continues to run. Andy Valier coming in for Springdale on the defensive line. First and 10, ball at the 34, clock running, 5:40 to go.
I think you're going to see very similar play right here. just to maybe the top side up top, just hand it off.
Here comes Height again, same play. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 36 by Fred Hudson. It's going to wind up being about a 2, maybe 3-yard gain. Clock stops, 5:27 to go. They gave him the 37, so it winds up being a 3-yard pickup. And I'm sure Muskogee very comfortable letting this happen.
Yeah.
With the clock stopped, the play clock's now at 20, taking their time, sort of, and keep feeding Anthony Heights. He's the guy in the green
now
cleats.
Just gonna go up top
yep,
right now.
same
They're
play.
Trips, they're gonna hand it to him.
Springdale's outnumbered to the top of the screen.
There it is.
Yep, there it is, same play. Heights trips and falls back at the 35, so it's a 2-yard loss, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, this is big right here because I think if you hold them here, they got a punt right here. So this is a big 3rd down for us.
Muskogee 1 out of 7 on 3rd downs tonight. 1 for 1 on 4th downs. You know who's played really well tonight? We called his name enough here. Is the corner down here at the bottom of the screen, Blake Martin. He's done a really nice job in the pass game and in the run game. A young guy that they have a lot of hope for. I think that he can be one of those guys that helps them throughout this season. This is a 3rd down. That's Berryman in motion. They're going to hand it to him. No, it's going to be DJ Hill to throw. Hill fires, pass, intercepted. Fred Hudson at the 47.
Great job. Great job right there.
Gavin Jones supplied the pressure.
Yeah, you just mentioned we hadn't had a lot of pressure, and there was just enough pressure right there to get what we needed.
So Springdale's going to get the football at the 47-yard line with 5:03 to go. What a play by Fred Hudson and Gavin Jones, and the Dogs now set up to go in and win this football game.
Here it is right here. You can see. Good job falling back in there.
What a play there by Fred Hudson. Gavin Jones applying the pressure. And now Springdale with the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got the opportunity here to punch this thing in.
Yeah, and you got 5 minutes time. You got the clock. You're fine. Let's just line up and do what we do.
Logan Hart
back in.
Yep, back in the ball game. Wilder's back in. Everybody's back at their regular positions. 5:03 to go in the 4th quarter. Springdale with the football. That's Carlos Hernandez. Here's Wilder. Straight into the middle of that. Muskogee defense will pick up a couple across the 45 down to the 44. 3-yard pickup. Springdale let that clock run. Just the 7th pass attempt for Muskogee tonight. That one intercepted by Fred Hudson. His first career interception. Sets up Springdale with a golden opportunity. Maurice, the running back, alongside Logan Hart. Here's Hart to throw. Logan fires right down the middle into a crowd. Dangerous throw, looks like he was looking for Orion. Pass falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down. And Logan tonight, 7 out of 13, 139 yards. Did have the 1 touchdown to Albert Burge. It's a guy whose name we have not called a ton here in the second half. They've done a nice job taking him out of the ball game.
Big 3rd down right here.
Ball's at the 44. 3rd down, 7. Hart will throw. Pass incomplete on the near side. It's going to bring up 4th down. Lathias Jones on the coverage for the Ruffers. And now decision time here for Coach Hobbs. He's going to lead the offense out there. 4:17 to go.
I think you'll see a timeout in the punt, yeah. I think you got to play field position right here with 4 minutes left. Defense is playing really well. Put them back out there, and you know with 4 minutes, you got a chance to get the ball back again, go 3 and out. And do what you need to do.
Sergio's last punt, 33 yards. This one of those that turned dead right. Zuniga to kick. No pressure, gets the kick away. Wobbly spiral, hits at the 15, takes a Springdale roll. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 4-yard line, 3-yard line. What a punt by Sergio Zuniga.
And again, like I said, flip the field right there. Great field position for us defensively. Now it's just a matter of keeping them in front of you. You know, and they got 97 yards to drive the ball.
41-yard kick rolls out at the 3.
A flag here. I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, let's see what this is about. discussion going on at about the 31-yard line. The ball rolled out at the 3. Now here's the call from the referee. It's been busy tonight.
Holding on the receiving team. Penalty will be half the distance to the goal. First down.
We'll take that.
So
we'll take the extra yard and a half.
On the yard and a half.
We'll take it.
Yep. So, yard and a half penalty.
We will, hey, look, every yard counts in a game like this. We're tied at 13.
Here's where you need Big Junior to get through and get a safety right here.
That would be nice. Ball's at the 1.5-yard line.
This is big. Don't give him a false start right here and give him a chance to get an extra 5. You know, Gavin, Junior right here, Preston. We need a big play right here. Don't give him anything.
If Height lines up to the right of DJ Hill,
he's going to hand it to him.
They're going to hand it to him, and he's
going to toss it to him right there.
He might. 1st and 10.
Ball's
on the ground. Height picks it up with room. Height is across the 30, and he is going to go 99 yards if nobody can catch him, and he is. A 99-yard touchdown run on a busted play by Anthony Height. And Springdale finds themselves down 6 with 3:52 to go.
Wow.
Just one of those plays, ball hit the ground. Height picked it up, and away he went.
Yep. It's a situation that it's almost like when that ball hits, it's like they hesitated. Man.
So big extra point here. We see it here, and once he got clear, he's going to outrun a lot of people. And it's just one of those things, like you said, you hesitate, and the next thing you know, a guy like that will get by you. This is a big extra point here. Springdale's had really good success in the kick game. 2 blocks tonight.
Got some flag on. I think he's asking, do you want it on the kickoff or do you want it on the kick?
I think they want it on. Oh, boy, that's a tough one. That's a really, really tough one. The way their kicking game has performed tonight.
Dead ball. Sportsmanlike on the offense. Penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. We'll have to try.
Okay, so they'll have to kick it from the 25. This is a very important extra point. 3:52 to go here in the ball game. Muskogee up by 6. Acosta on to try the extra point. He's 1 out of 2 so far. Snaps down, kicks blocked. So Springdale does it again. They've got 3 blocked kicks tonight.
Yeah, and I think he just kind of kicked that one low, and he's just so
the door's open for the Bulldogs here after giving up a 99-yard touchdown run. Anthony Height tonight, 21 carries, 242 yards, and a touchdown. The last one being the biggest. And now, if you're Springdale, you're looking at 3:52. You got plenty of time left, but you need to get something going offensively.
And you got a penalty where they're kicking from the 25-yard line. So
could be interesting here as we get towards the 2-minute mark. Springdale going to get the football. They should have very good field position. Acosta has not kicked the football deep yet. So they'll put him back to the 25-yard line. And they'll send out the kick return team. Back deep will go Albert Burge and Isaiah Zambrano. We're going the wrong way. There we go. 3:52 to go in the ball game.
Front line, move up. Front line's got to move up. Yeah, Coach Hobbs trying to tell them. and all the back guys got to move up some. They're too far. Move up.
Looks like we got everybody set. 3:52 to go. Back deep, Burge and Zambrano. And Costa will tee it up at the 25-yard line. Springdale, with all of their timeouts, this game kind of stalled there in the third quarter. Springdale scores the first 13 points of the ball game. Muskogee comes back in the second quarter, scores 13 of their own, and then until that run by Anthony Heights, it has been zeros across the board. Costa's ready. He'll kick this one high and short kick. Coming to Burge at the 27. Albert Burge looking for a seam. Finds one. 50-yard line. Still going down to the 45-yard line. So Springdale's going to start with good field position.
Yep. Good job right there by Albert just running. That's the thing so hard for a returner. You just got to pick a spot and go. Straight up in the air, and that's what he did, and he got more yardage that way. Good job.
Springdale going to start with great field position. Now Albert comes up, hopping off the field. Not exactly what you wanted to see as one of Springdale's most dangerous players.
Yeah.
Coming off the field.
I think it's another cramp.
So the offense will come back on. 3:45 to go. Springdale with a full complement of timeouts. Logan Hart will bring the offense out. Springdale 310 yards of total offense. They've really kind of been stymied here in the second half. That offensive line is going to have to go to work here. Logan Hart in the shotgun. The deep back is Wilder Larice. Here's Hart. Throws that one out of bounds. Looking for James Steffen. That's a good play there by Logan just to get rid of the football.
Yeah, it was. He kind of bobbled the ball a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Obviously in 4-down territory for Springdale. He's not going to kick it again. Isaiah Zambrano has checked in. He'll go to the top of the screen. Wilder Larice, the running back. Zambrano in motion. They hand to Wilder. Wilder with room around the side. He's going to be run out of bounds on the far side.
They're not going.
2 flags down on the far side. I think they're going to get Springdale for holding.
Holding on the offense, number 5. Penalty to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
We get 2 steps back.
This one's going to hurt. This one's going to move them all the way back to the 47.
This is situation 2. We don't have to have it all back. We're trying to let's get half of it back right here, and then we'll go to 3rd down.
Please
and make
set
it more
the game
manageable.
clock to 3:37.
It's going to be 2nd down and 18. Springdale tonight through the air, 7 out of 15, 139 yards. Logan Hart in the shotgun. Wilder Larice is the running back. Hart in trouble. And he's going to go down, balls loose.
They got it, looks like.
Springdale turns it over for the 3rd time tonight, and it may be the one that finally, well, now here we go. Here, flags down. Muskogee's got the football at the 37. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll let them sort all of this out. Logan Hart is the player that is down. Let's take a quick timeout. 3:27 to go in the ball game. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Conduct number 10 on Muskogee. Penalty to be 15 yards from the end of the run. Be 1st down.
So you heard it right there. It's an unsportsmanlike penalty that will back Muskogee up 15 yards. Logan Hart is still down at the 35 now. As we sort this out, they haven't moved the sticks yet. Looks like they're getting ready to do that now. Springdale with 3:27 on the clock, all 3 timeouts here. Coach, what are you telling your troops in this sort of situation?
Right here with 3:27, you gotta pull for the ball, try to get it ripped out, and that's you tell defense, hey, we got to have the ball back. We need you. Let's get after it, hold them up, and pull it out. You know, I think you're fixing to get straight run action with one, and that's what you're going to see.
Yeah, it's kind of been the thing that they have done all game long. They've run 33 times tonight for 281 yards.
23's coming in, so looks like one. I thought he cramped up when he scored. So you're looking at 23, a different running back, and yeah, I'm telling the defense, rip the ball real hard.
Corey Hutton's got 6 carries tonight, 27 yards. Logan Hart has helped off the field. So it'll be 1st and 10, balls at the 50. This is Hutton straight ahead. Not much there. He'll get maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, this situation, too, you got the clock, you got 2 timeouts, and, you know, clock management for us on the defensive side is going to be huge.
So 2nd down and 9, and Muskogee going to take all the time they can. Again, Springdale has all of their timeouts. DJ Hill will bring the offense out. Hutton, the running back. This is Hutton. Junior's got him in the backfield. And he's going to be dragged down back at the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Clock continuing to run here. 2:28 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you'll see the timeout after 3rd down.
Yeah, I'm mistaken. Springdale has 2. They used one earlier in the 4th quarter. So now 3rd down, 14.
Boy, it'd be nice if I don't see him throwing the football, but
oh boy, I think that would be really dangerous at this point.
I think they're going to hand it off right up top again.
Here comes Hutton again. Yandel Sanchez has him in the backfield back at the 45. Timeout Springdale, and with 1:53 to go, the Dogs are going to get the football back. Questions will surround who's going to take the snap next time around, as Logan Hart was.
I think you're going to see Orion go back to quarterback.
2nd timeout in the 2nd half.
Albert looks like he's back in, ready to go.
And Orion's warming up down here on the near side.
Yeah.
And Coach Munoz is going over to talk to him. So, look, 19-13, there's just over a minute and a half left in this ball game. You got 1 timeout left. What are you telling your guys?
Hey, be patient, be smart. There's time on the clock. This game isn't over with. Let's do what we do. Offense, let's get back to running some things. We're got to get the ball down the field, so we're going to have to throw it. So give Orion a chance to throw. Line, do your job. Give him a chance to throw, and don't, and I think we can take it down the field, so maybe on some quick outs, get out of bounds, and just move the ball down the field.
Orion has not attempted a pass in the ball game. Linwood Wade comes in to punt. 38.3 on 4 kicks tonight. Back goes Albert Burge.
It'd be nice if we could get a snap over the head right here.
Linwood Wade will kick it away.
Not that I'm calling it.
No. I understand. 1:53 to go. Snaps a little high. Wade gets a kick away. It's short. It's going to hit at the 41 and take a Muskogee roll inside the 30 down to the 28. He got that one out of there quick.
Yes, he did.
So Springdale's going to get the football back. 1:44 to go. Punt by Linwood Wade. 27 yards. And now we'll see what Coach Munoz can come up with here with a backup quarterback. And looks like Julian Jacobo is going to go in. That feels screenish. He's very elusive on the screens. Springdale sends the offense out. Ryan, the quarterback. Keep an eye on Keontae Morgan, number 19. He'll come near side. It's a guy that Coach Hobbs likes a lot. Go trips to the near side. Orion layout to is the quarterback. Orion with a play action. Orion under pressure. Screen set up in the middle. It's diagnosed very well.
They had that one out. That linebacker sat there and waited on him. Sure did.
Well, it's going to bring up second down. Clock running. Springdale's going to have to hurry. Ball is going to be marked as a 26, 2-yard loss. $1:19 and counting. 20 seconds have come off the clock. Orion to throw. Orion pass, looking for Keontae Morgan, incomplete. He's going to bring up third down. So it'll be third down and 11, 1:08 to go. Springdale's going to need a catch and run here.
Yeah. Get us first down, get out of bounds right here.
Orion in the shotgun. As Wilder alongside. Orion to throw. Layout to. Pass nearly caught there by Keontae Morgan's going to bring up fourth down. $1:03 to go. Springdale with the last gasp here.
I think you're going to see the last timeout right here, yeah.
They do indeed. So, with 1:03 to go, we're going to take the timeout with them. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Every day at walk-ins, people are standing there giving us high fives.
I get to own my own learning, I get to help my community, and I get to learn new technology.
As a school of innovation, it means we have lots of space to just grow and become better.
We have a bunch of safety officers that come around circling the building. All the students are hardworking. All of the students are nice. All the teachers are nice.
Just when you thought you had them.
1:03 to go. Fourth down. We'll call it 12. The line to make's the 38. And it's not hopeless, but you got to start moving here.
Yeah.
You got to get the first down, get up to the line of scrimmage, go again.
Right. It's going to be important. Big play right here, you know.
Well, Ryan will bring them out. Samaje Edwards has checked in. Three wide receivers near side. Now Carlos Hernandez goes to the other side. 4 wide receiver set for Springdale, and they snap it early. Orion now in trouble, back in the end zone. No, he's going to find Samaje, and that's going to get blown up in that.
We might have a face mask.
We
right
might.
Here.
I saw the flag go up. Let's see what that is. If it is, Springdale man just got bailed out. There's 1 minute exactly on the clock. It's the second or third time tonight the snap has come back early.
Yeah. And again, when you have a new quarterback, your cadence is different. So everything's different, you know.
Let's see what the call is. Long discussion going on. They mark the ball at the 12. Let's see what that is.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Wow, Springdale gets they get a get out of jail free card. That's going to push the ball to the 41-yard line, and Springdale gets new life with a first down.
Wow.
Hey, we'll take him any way we can get him.
We need to take advantage.
Springdale out of timeouts. Exactly 60 seconds left in the ball game.
Hey, this game's not over. You got to believe.
Not by a long stretch. Burge, Hernandez, and Morgan come near side. Orion is the quarterback. Samaje Edwards, the running back. Clock now running with 50 seconds. Here's Orion to throw. Orion steps up. He's going to be dragged down at the 45. Springdale's going to have to go. This is taking almost 25 seconds. It's a 3-yard gain up to the 45. Springdale now under 25 to go. They spike the football. It's going to be third down. What do you got in the bag here, Coach? Third down and 7.
You know, I like a little crossing route, maybe a levels crossing route. You got to get to where you can get out of bounds. Get your first down for sure, get out of bounds so you can get the clock stopped.
So third down and 7, 24 seconds to go for Springdale. Orion. Looking for Albert Burge. Incomplete at the 26-yard line. Knocked away there by Jones, and now it's going to bring up 4th down. A little bit more air under that.
Yeah.
Albert's still running. So 4th and 7, 21 seconds to go in the ball game. Matthias Jones there on the defense for the Ruffers. And now,
you know, I like maybe a comeback right here out of bounds. You push him off, he's going to fall back, get a comeback, get your first down, get out of bounds. You know.
The ball game on the line for Springdale. 21 seconds to go. Orion Leautu is the quarterback. And now we're going to get a timeout, Muskogee. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Athletic Foundation television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back to Springdale. 19-13 our score, 21 seconds to go in the ball game. Springdale facing 4th down and 7. You're calling for the comeback route. You got to make sure you get deep enough. You got to go 9, come back 2.
Definitely got to get past the 45 here. We'll see.
Orion going to throw. There's your comeback route. Pass caught near side. James Stephen with the catch at the 46. You called it. So Springdale picks up the first down. Life still with the Bulldogs. 16 seconds to go.
Clock's running. Let's go. I mean, the play clock. The game.
Richard Higgins has checked in. He's the wide receiver at the bottom of the screen.
Richard Higgins.
He's a big one. He's almost 6'2". Here's Orion. Looking for Higgins. That falls incomplete. 12 seconds to go in the ball game. They were looking for Higgins on sort of the same route, that comeback route. So it's 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the 46. Field goal doesn't do Springdale any good. They've got to put it in the end zone. Wilder has checked back in at the running back spot. And we're going to get another timeout, Muskogee.
Yeah, you know, and here, I know it's 12 seconds, but they're leaving the middle open. Obviously they want it, but if we've got a guy that's got a little speed, you know, maybe you send in Samaje and hit him down that seam right there and get him in the open field and see what happens.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation television. .12 seconds to go in the ball game. Both teams now out of timeouts. Orion will be in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set. Richard Higgins, the near wide receiver. Took a shot to him the last time. See what Coach Munoz has cooked up on this one. 4-man rush. Orion with plenty of time. Fires it down the middle. Looking for Albert Burge. Nearly intercepted. Straight and Spencer couldn't hang on to it. Springdale now 3rd and 10 with 7 seconds to go. Ball at the 46-yard line. Third down 10. Orion in the shotgun. Ryan lost the football, and Harris comes away with it, and that's going to end this ball game. 0-0 on the clock. Our final score, Muskogee 19, Springdale 13. Coach and I will be back to wrap it up. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Final score tonight, Muskogee 19, Springdale 13. Coach, Dogs had chances, just youth, inexperience, and a couple of bad turnovers.
Right.
Kind of put the kibosh on that.
Yeah, you know, you got some kids that did have to play in some important positions. We had several kids that got cramps, and you know, that was one of the things we talked about, them not having a lot of depth. But, you know, on the flip side, we kind of tended to show the cramps, and so
it kind of shocked you. It kind of took the depth advantage away.
Yeah, it did. You know, and we got kids. We had to put in a guy in a position that wasn't there, hadn't been there in a long time, and you know, when you do that, we just didn't establish some things we needed to.
Yeah, frustrating night for Springdale, I think, all the way around. Defensively, they played pretty well, except for one play. They played pretty well.
Right.
Offensively, obviously going to be a work in progress. Ball security is something that they're certainly going to echo. They're going to echo that all week long as they get ready for Van Buren next week. But you know, it's a non-con game. Non-con games mean nothing. These are nothing but preseason games, getting you ready for the conference season. Harbor lost tonight. The 7A West off to kind of a slow start. Fayetteville was losing the last time we checked in. Rogers lost last night. So everybody's kind of in the same boat. A lot of teams reloading this year. And Springdale, you know, one of those teams. A lot to like about what happened tonight. A lot of guys on defense that, you know, kind of stood out. But I think the cramping and the, you know, guys being forced into, you know, action in critical times that maybe weren't quite ready for it is certainly something that I think Coach Hobbs is going to look at next week. Got to figure out the quarterback situation. You know, we don't know where Logan is. If he's ready to go next week, great. He's one. But you know, if you got to go to Orion, that has a domino effect since Orion's you know, your flex tight end. Again, a frustrating night for Springdale, but good news is there's 9 more of these things to go. So Springdale's got an opportunity to come back and next week, and even the record of 1-1.
Right. I think you're right. You know, you look at these games here. You know, and the Muskogee's a good, tough, physical team, and you saw that tonight. And some of the things I kind of take away, our defensive front looked really well. They looked really good. We've got some people with 26 coming in, moving into us, and, you know, other than cramping up, if he's able to stay the whole game, it's a difference. You know, down here, that one play you talked about, everybody just kind of stopped. They saw the ball, and it just takes that split second.
And we're going to find out, you know, how mature this team is. 100%. You know, the next week you're going to play a Van Buren team that's one of the favorites in their conference.
Right.
That's a good football team playing a rival. And, you know, we're going to find out how much, you know, Springdale, you know, how much grit they have when we travel down there next week. We'll be on the air at 6:30. Springdale Athletic Foundation, our first road trip of the year. Springdale going to take on Van Buren. Should be a good one. We'll bring it to you. Hope you'll join us next Friday night for Coach Johnson and our entire SAF crew. We appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We will talk to you a week from tonight from Van Buren. Good night, everybody.